shortly be arriving at London Bridge.
Boom! Hey everybody! Woohoo! How are we all doing? Wow, what a week. What a week it has been. I am getting absolutely... I've got me coming out of all different kind of monitors and speakers at the moment. When the stream starts in the background, it's kind of like about 30 seconds behind what everybody else sees out there to what I'm seeing. It's probably not that long, probably about 10 seconds. And then all of a sudden you're in, you think, oh, it's all nice and relaxing and everything like that. There's something you start hearing stuff coming out of other speakers. You're sort of thinking, is this speaker or is this that speaker? Honestly, it is a thing. And I don't know about you lot out there, but Windows did a massive update on my PC overnight. And it's kind of like even like desktop wallpapers changed and stuff like that. So anyway, it's kind of been a bit like, I think it's over here. I think it's over there. Even Filmora, the software I use for making videos, has kind of updated itself as well. And it's kind of putting the output of files in other places. What's going on? Who knows? But anyway, it's been a bit of a crazy week this week. I kind of thought it was going to be a fairly quiet week. Not much news going on. But as it turns out, it's kind of turned out the kind of last couple of days, last 48 hours, have just rocketed with news. I mean, let's start from today, I suppose. We've got the second round of the 2024 LEGO Ideas Reviews are kind of finally here. And interestingly, it's quite cool in the sense that we've got a couple of certainties that have gone through and a couple that are literally parked in a parking lot. Intriguing. So we'll definitely be taking a little look at those later as well. And it's kind of the kind of cool thing with the parking lot is, of course, it just gives LEGO a little bit longer to try and get on board a particular kind of submission that fans giving in, especially when it's IP related. Downton Abbey being this particular one anyway. All of them look really good, and I love a bit of LEGO ideas. It's always a little bit different, isn't it? We look back at as well, something that's definitely been quite different is this round, well, rather Series 7 of the BrickLink designer programs. This round's reveal, which of course was Series 7, and even I was involved in that one, which was pretty damn good. I totally enjoyed it. I really did. And what I really like about this one is that there are 5 very distinguishingly different price points, and I like that. The query then is, do you like all the sets? And I've been kind of hearing, I think the feedback okay has been all right so far. I really do. It's just intriguing the amount of people that don't like it, because to me, it just feels like a lot of people just want castles, or perhaps they want to like every single set that's coming out in that series. And I just don't, I can't like them all. I mean, you can, but they're coming in kind of so swift these days, those BrickLink designer programs, that, to be honest, I'm kind of picking 1, maybe 2 tops, maybe 3 if there's like a really cool cheap one in there, or cheaper one in there, of which there is on this series as well. We've got Walt, the little robot. I think it was pretty damn cool. I really do. So I was kind of pleased about that, and it was really cool to be a part of it all and everything like that. And it was a whirlwind of 90 minutes. It really was. But I totally enjoyed it, and we'll take a little look at that later. And of course, it's all subjective. You either like something or you don't. And over time, maybe something grows on you. It's just the way it is. It's life, isn't it? But we'll also be checking out 1 or 2 other things. But the big, massive news of the week, of course, was the announcement that from 2026 onwards, we're going to start getting Pokemon sets. Intriguing. I know nothing about Pokemon. I actually played, I think it was like pre-COVID times. I played one of the Pokemon games where, by all accounts, Pokemon just hasn't changed over the years. You got the ball, you throw it at something virtual that kind of appears in your garden or something like that. And you find loads of other people doing it as well. And in London, it was like a really big thing. It probably was massive for about 3 months. And then over time, it kind of slowly died off. But I can see it's a big thing. It's a massive IP. There's a lot of people out there that are excited about it. I kind of like it. Again, this is all a bit weird and fairly subjective as well. I kind of like it from the fact of the connection with Nintendo. Now, Nintendo do own Pokemon, albeit 1/3. It's a very, very intriguing setup. Pokemon, who actually does own that particular company. The company is owned by 3 big other affiliates. It's kind of like a massive, great big association, almost like a co-op in some respects when you think about it. But the intriguing thing is, it kind of harps back to the getting the Game Boy, which I do believe that Pokemon first appeared to the world on the Game Boy, which of course we're getting a little bit later on in the year. So it's kind of like Lego does seem to have a plan. Now the weirdest thing is, this is another thing, I never had a Nintendo when I was growing up. Never had it. My missus, she's got the Wii, which I never did get out last week, but I will do it because I think Mario Kart that's coming on May the 15th, so not too long now, probably about 7 weeks or so, when that comes out, I just think it's brilliant. No, I've never, honestly, I played it once in my entire life, but there's just something about it I just like. I like the shape of it, the look of it, and it kind of goes with a lot of Lego, I think. It's, you know, I wouldn't say I do one thing. I certainly don't just do Harry Potter or something like that and city stuff and things like that. But what I do, I build what I want when I want. Now, intriguingly enough, I've got a nice little segue there. This Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time, that's 12 noon for my East Coast American friends out there. I'm going to be building this. Everyone's going a bit nuts about F1 at the moment. It's all I'm seeing on my feeds, F1 this, F1 that. And I thought, right, okay, well, after the Chinese Grand Prix on Sunday, why not build this? So I'll be kicking off at 12 noon stateside. That is, of course, 4 p.m. UK. Just remember, folks, difference between time between us and the Americans at the moment is only 4 hours. Give it a couple more weeks and then we'll go back to the 5 hours. And after that, the Australians follow suit as well. But I built this week. There we go. Pikachu. And I mean, it's pretty good, to be honest. I can totally tell it's not Lego, that's for sure. The instructions, just everything about it was just kind of slightly subpar to Lego. But I will say this, the prints are real spot on. They really are. And thank you as well to everyone that I posted out. It says how much I know about Pokemon. I really don't know anything, right? On my building skills, this is probably more kind of geared towards that. I put the eyes on them one way around. I just thought they might be a bit like brickheads or something like that. Got it totally wrong. Posted it, and within about 10 seconds, someone said to me, I think the eyes might be wrong. And I looked at that. I was like, really? That doesn't look all right to me. Looked at the instructions. I was like, oh, God, yeah, they are wrong. So anyway, so I'd take there. So thank you, everybody who kind of messaged me about that. It was only a few of you. But anyway, what can I say? Got to own it. Got to own up as well and say got it wrong. But I think it looks all right for its size. I think it's okay. There's a lot of... it can move around a lot. I mean, it looks all right when you take the whiskers off, the bolts. I do like things that are lightning, you see. That's why I kind of always liked a bit of Pikachu whenever I've seen a bit of Pokemon. It's iconic. I just like it. It's a part of our pop culture. I think it's all right. What do you lot out there think about it? Do me a little favor as well. If you join the stream, give it a thumbs up as well. It kind of just lets people know we're here. It's good for the algorithm. I think the prints look all right. I think it looks really good. And, you know what? I know nothing about Pokemon, really. But I'm still kind of excited about it. Got an interesting piece just there as well. See that piece there? It's kind of like, it's not even like a full-size brick. It's almost like a 2 plates thick with a hole in it. It's kind of cool, though. And it works quite nicely for the Thunderbolts. But anyway, that's that. That's mega. That's kind of one of the very first ever non-Lego sets I've ever built. It was all right. It was okay. But anyway, going to be intriguing. Mega have come out and said that they're going to actually stop building or stop producing them from the end of the year onwards. So they could do, I guess, could go toe to toe with Lego, except they don't want to. And I'm intrigued to know. I want to know what the people. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall at Mattel to knowing that they're going to be launching. And I think, from what I can see at the moment, they're gunning for Speed Champions. I think they've missed out there. They should have tried a bit harder maybe to keep it. I don't know. But maybe that's the plan all along. Going back to the Nintendo stuff, the Game Boy stuff, the Mario stuff. It's all coming under one roof. It makes sense, doesn't it? It really does. So anyway, so there's just a couple of things that we're going to be looking at. We've got a big panel on tonight, folks. 7 peeps. We're kind of either from Europe, the USA, or of course Australia as well. I thought we were going to get China in tonight, but we didn't. It was Australia as well, which is, you know what, in your head you sort of think, yes, surely it's just up the road from there, surely. It ain't. It's a long way away, folks. It really is. Anyway, please do check out the survey. It's just basically asking a little bit about this Pokemon malarkey. Are you a fan of Pokemon? Very simple question. Yes, 50%. No, 40%. God, that's higher than I thought it was. Pokemon. So I put that one in there because there's about to be a lot of people out there that don't actually know anything about it. Just fair game. It really is. Much it has been around a long time though. I think I'm going to say since the 90s. Yeah, got to be since the 90s. We're talking Game Boy and stuff like that. Maybe even the 80s. But anyway, we're going to do all the usual segments tonight, folks. We've got the PMQ this week from our very own KO King Oldendorf. He's given us a really cool question to ask tonight, and it's beautifully aligned with Pokemon as well, which is kind of cool. We've got Mock the Week. This week's a really special one, actually. I kind of always ask guys ahead of the stream, who have we got coming on? At least in the form of a Mock of the Week anyway. Who are we going to be kind of showcasing on London Calling that particular night? Anyway, so he sent me this link. And honestly, their builds are so unique. They're awesome. They really are. From Germany. And she was actually a Lego master as well. So looking forward to that segment a little bit later. Of course, we've got Martin back as well tonight with Soapboxastic Grid, or the Soapboxastic Grid. Looking forward to that. Honestly, folks, the votes that have been coming in have been, do you know what? Every day I've enjoyed watching how they're going. But anyway, we'll get a really cool roundup, an update from Martin. And of course, we got your Lego pictures. And in and around all that, check out the survey. Everybody who's on the stream tonight, do me a favor, as always, please do check out their details. You'll find them down in the description below. You'll find us all over Instagram. And of course, we'll find us on YouTube or Twitch and all those other places as well. But please do give us a thumbs up. It keeps the lights on. Honestly, folks, it really does make a big difference. And 50 always seems to be the sweet spot. It really does. And thank you, everybody who's going to be listening to this back on audio, on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts as well. Honestly, folks, I super appreciate it. The London Calling is bigger now than what it was 100 episodes ago and 100 before that as well. So thank you so much for keeping it a thing in the AFOL community. I super appreciate it. So on that note, before I lose my voice, let's bring on some peeps, shall we? Let's bring on the usual clan, shall we? Where should we go first? I think we will start off. We started the stream a little bit later tonight because we were kind of hanging. We were hanging for these two because, like, they didn't come on last week. They kind of took a minor hiatus. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, so let's bring them on, shall we? We've got the beautiful couple from, I was going to say down under, but really it's just south of the UK. It is, of course, our good friends, the Bricks. Hello, Brick. Well, that was it. That was.
Sorry, just trying to move stuff out of the way, and then I dropped it. Not ideal.
Well, you got to treat Ian with care.
It wasn't Ian that was moving out of the way. He's exactly where he's meant to be.
Yeah. Is he? I like it. We're going to get an update from the floor in just a moment as well. We missed that last week. Somehow, Carrie messaged me to say Ian scored it very, very highly last week. Yeah. I find that quite unbelievable. Unless, of course, he was after something. Maybe a burger. I don't know. But anyway.
And he didn't give me a score at all. Wow.
Oh, there is that. Let's get the others on, shall we? What can I say? I'm going to be streaming with him this Sunday. It is, of course, my good friend Gaz and the Mad Lib himself, Martin. Hello.
Hello.
Here he goes. Let's go around this way. Gaz, how you doing?
Yeah, all good here.
Yeah, not too bad. Mad Lib, how you doing?
Doing great, yeah. Happy it's Friday. Woohoo!
Yeah, me too, dude. You look like you're losing a bit of weight. Are you on a diet or something? Or
no,
you got a new camera? Is it?
That's it. Yeah, that's the camera. They no longer add 20 pounds. It's just the new camera. Yeah, HD.
I like it. HD. Oh, HD's
or the Vaseline filter on it.
Vaseline filter. I like that as well.
The Morticia filter, like in that.
Let's do go with this. And then there you go. Tricks of the trade from Gaz and Martin. But yeah, anyway, and things you can use Vaseline for. I don't know, it's the thing, isn't it? But anyway, talking of which, so I want to see the Brick Bods then. Brick Bods, you two have a nice week off?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We were definitely glad that we were not on the 4 hours 39 minutes thing.
Yeah, I know. I know she messaged me the next day going, "That was a bit of a long one, wasn't it?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "On the stream," and I was like, "Yeah, well, you know why? Because when the cat's away, the mice will play, won't they? They really will. I mean, I've got to be honest. Like, Carrie's the one that kind of will. How can I put it? Flounder. But Ian's always up for a late one. He loves a late one.
He's a night owl. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But then you know what happens? The next day he doesn't get up till like 2 o'clock, and I have to tell my children by myself.
I don't get that. I've got to be up at 7. The missus just literally, I'm not joking, she literally boots me out of bed. Honestly, it'd be great content. It really would be. What about you? Because guys, you get up early on a Saturday as well. I'm always like slightly hungover. I am.
Well, okay. No.
I'm not hungover because I drink, because I don't drink. Everyone knows that. But hungover because I'm just worn out. I really am.
Because you're not drinking enough fluids throughout the stream. That's what it is. You're dehydrated.
I got like that Ribena.
You need to get through that. Make sure you get through that.
I will. I promise. Maddie, have you had a good week?
Yeah. It's been a pretty good week. I've been following Soapboxastic, obviously carrying on with that, and it's been going great. Really happy. We did hit a milestone this week as well, which is awesome. I'll tell you about.
What did we hit? How many we got?
So, okay, we have hit over 1,000 votes.
Oh,
so far.
Good.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll tell you what you must do later on. Give us an update on that. We'll get the full shebang. So stay tuned, folks. There's a lot going on. I'm loving it. I really am. All this voting. I'll tell you one thing I am liking as well. We've got Lester out there. He says Lester has just become a YouTube member. Now, I need to do a video for a YouTube member, a bit like I need to do a video, really, for the Brick Bods and the scores on the floor. But as for Lester, seeing as I know you, I think he was around and watched this cartoon as a wee lad. Lester, this is for you.
By the power of Grayskull.
Wow, there's a lot goes on in that, isn't there? I love it. It totally wakes me up. It does. Anyway, Lester, thank you so much for that. And we're going to be going through and seeing people out there like Liz a little bit later on as well. Right, where should we go first? Gaz, where would you like to go first? We can go... Oh, where can we go? I was good. Oh, where can we go? I'll tell you where we go. We've got a choice of two at the moment. We've got a choice of two. We can either go Australia or we could go to America. It's as simple as that. There's like you can go 10,000 miles one way or 10,000 miles the other. Where would you like to go?
Let's go to America first today.
Oh, we're going to go to America first. Yes, right, okay. Well, how can I describe this guy? Well, I'm not joking, folks. In this past week, this guy has won a marathon. And then about 48 hours later, I see him in his car streaming with Sean from ACOM. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But anyway, it was good, jolly good fun to see him as well. He didn't look like he was in too much pain. And also as well, I think I remember him thinking that he was quite a big Pokemon fan. Anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? It is, of course, our good friend, Shai time is my time. Hello, mate.
What up, fam? How's it going?
All right. Shai, I've got so many questions for you, my friend. But firstly, though, I've never seen you not wear your 1914 hat. This is the
1914 or the veteran one?
Yeah, the veteran one that you've got.
Well, actually, both the veteran the veteran hat's actually hanging by a thread, so I need to buy another one so that the snap doesn't like stay on. So like I have to like in a stream, it's not gonna do well. It's gonna keep falling off. The 1914 one's in my motorcycle, so I just been wearing whatever's in front of me, which is two blank hats.
Yeah. And do you know what? Right. So I'm trying to take my jacket off and not struggle at the same time, and I am. But do you know what? Right. But when I was a kid, guys, I was baking in it. I really am, folks. Honestly, we've had a heat wave this week. When I was a kid, Champion that you're wearing today, that was massive in the 90s, and it's big again. It's all like in London. It's all in the stores, and it's pretty well priced as well. Is it big in America?
Yeah, it's been pretty big for the past decade. Here.
Yeah. When I when I had big guns. So I used to go around wearing vests and stuff like that. And you know, I was back in the days when I was cool. Anyway, so yeah, it was. Dude, I'm so happy to see him back. They really am. There's some really cool ones. Just literally, just around. Soho, just around the back of Leicester Square. There's some really cool Champion stores, folks. Do check them out. Honestly, they're brilliant. I'm not sponsored by Champion, but I do like their stuff. Maybe I'll get a new Champion top before I come out. To,
I mean, I've had the same sweater or zip up hoodie from Champion for like the past 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, it's still holding together to this day.
Blimey, they're very good. Blimey, you can tell that's a man that buys a lot of Lego. He's you know what I mean.
All my clothes turn to rags and they all have holes and I need new ones, but I'd rather just spend money on Lego instead. So
yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'd rather make sure my minifigs are fully clothed than myself, honestly. Anyway, on that bombshell, where would you like to go? Oh, you've only got one choice actually. So it's going to be Australia. That's not a bad choice, actually, is it? No. It really isn't, to be fair. I mean, what can I say about this guy, folks? I mean, again, folks, this guy, right? He is a massive. He's crazy about Pokemon. He's all over it. And honestly, throughout the years, when we spoke about, what would we like to see Lego do? Of course, we always say Star Trek. I've said that since I could say that till the cows come home. And you never know, it might be a thing one day. But also as well, Pokemon. And this guy is huge on Pokemon, just like Shai. And he happens to be one of my favorite bloggers as well. Is, of course, our good friend from Down Under, Jay from Jay's Brick Blog. Hello, mate.
Hello.
How you doing, Jay? Jay, you're on mute.
Hello. Good morning. Good evening. How's it going?
Jay, how you doing?
Great.
Honestly, he always does. Have you had your coffee yet? Because I'm loving that shirt you've got on there.
Yeah, I've got one coffee in my
Squirtle.
Excellent.
Nice Squirtle. I like that. Good name.
Is that one of your shirt as well, Jay?
Oh yeah, thank you. Look, I had to dress up for the occasion.
Oh my god!
This is my magic.
I'm glad someone makes it like that.
Is that Magikarp? Is that Magikarp? That is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, it can't. Is that very nice? I mean, what time is it in Australia at the moment? Is it going to be?
It's 7 o'clock. So
it's 7 a.m.
Yeah,
it's not PM, folks. That's AM. He's got out super early just for us today, which is really exciting. It really is. So anyway, Jay, you've been okay. I mean, okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that Lego are now partnering with Pokemon, bringing
like
stuff?
15. Like 15. It was it's insane.
And what about you, Shai?
In there, like anyone that's like a Lego fan in their like 30s to 40s, like this is like. You never thought this day would come.
Oh yeah. And what about you, Shai? I mean, you guys kind of see these things coming, but when you would have got the news, you'd have been a bit like, really? Oh my god! Like that's an OMG moment for you, Shai, isn't it?
I mean, my own opinion. Like once we started getting heavy with Nintendo, it was only a matter of time. So. Yeah. I suspected possibly one day, maybe like I didn't think it was gonna be this quick. I thought it was gonna be like another like couple years before that. And like I remember asking or being asked like, hey, what would be a game changer or what would be cool to be put into the Lego portfolio a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned Pokemon. Like that would be that would literally be the next game changer for Lego if you were to stay true to what Lego is. and then that was pretty much it. And then we all got the message that it's happening together as a whole community. Yeah. And then I messaged back. I'm like, ha! He's like, yeah. So and the individual was like laughing. So but it's an IP that my son's really into. Yeah. So like, although I am a Bluey fan, but I'm a Bluey fan by like secondary because of my son. Like I would have never watched it if it wasn't for him. But here I started watching Pokemon when I was in middle school. I kind of I'm still like an OG 151 fan. Like, but you know, I kind of pay attention to all the new stuff. You know, my son got into the cards, but he's getting to the show. So like we're just like all over it. So it's just like a yay. I'm way more excited for this than I am Star Wars.
I gotta be. Can I be honest? Right, I'm just a bit like I can't think of what I'm excited about for Star Wars at the moment. Which I gotta be honest. I think Star Wars at the moment is getting drowned out by other good stuff. I think Star Wars has been at the tip for so long, heading it, and I just think it's sort of taking a bit of a back seat at the moment. I really do. Let me know what you lot out there think about it. That's only my own personal opinions, and I love Star Wars, but there's very few things I like more than Star Wars, and that's Star Trek. And who knows where we're going to go with that one day? I mean, literally,
I've got a question for the Brits. Because I've spoken to a few English people. Did Pokemon not hit you as hard as the rest of the world? Because for some reason,
I would say the Americans and Aussies are way more excited about it than we are, or maybe even I throw the Scottish in there as well. They're pretty excited about it, but I think everyone's just like, oh yeah, it's another thing. It's almost like we're getting fatigued from the new IPs, but. I don't know. Let me know out there what you lot think. Are you excited about Pokemon? I mean, look at the survey. Yes, say 47%. The rest of it's no. So it's kind of intriguing. But that said, I like to say most of the people that watch my streams, watch my videos, are from the UK. The second lot that watch it, so 25% is from the UK. Something like 24.5% is from America. And a massive, the next chunk is from the Philippines. So thank you, everybody out there in the Philippines who watches this. I totally appreciate it. I really do. Anyway, let's get our last panel member on, folks, and then I'm going to ride through the chat. I really am. I don't know, someone who rides horses, I suppose. Anyway, Geronimo, who would that be? Bad Lib? Who said hi ho tonto or whatever it was back in the day?
Zorro, is it? No, Lone Ranger. Sorry, yeah.
The Lone Ranger. There we go. The Lone Ranger. Look at that. Another IP Lego should get hold of. We've already had it. Don't worry, folks. We're aware of that. Anyway, so where can I tell you about this guy then? So this guy, very intriguing. So I'm actually, imagine this last year in June, I'm in Chicago of all places. Strangely enough, it's a brick convention called Brick World Chicago, and I'm literally, I'm kind of crouched down studying some mocks. I got a funny feeling. I was over at Brick-a-Build stand and looking at their massive Ninjago build, not Ninjago, I should say, Pokemon builds, and I was kind of admiring them. And I was like, anyway, so I looked around. I got the sense of a presence behind me, and I turned around, and there he was, our next guest. Anyway, so we got chatting away, and one thing led to another. He was on the vlog and everything that day, and we've kind of stayed friends ever since. Anyway, you'll find this guy over on Instagram doing loads of skits and stuff like that. It's very, very entertaining. But more recently, he's gone to the dark side. He's been on Twitch and doing stuff on there and live streams. So I'd be interested to know what he's got planned for the future and what he's been up to since the last time I kind of saw him in Chicago. And is he going to Chicago this year? And does he care about Pokemon? I don't know. But anyway, let's find out, shall we? He is, of course, our good friend, LiftNBricks. Hello, mate.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
Hello.
Very good. How are you?
Living the dream one day at a time, man.
All right, mate. Well, let's pop you in the middle. Let's have a pop you in the middle. We'll have a international sort of midsection sandwiched by the Brits. So yeah. Anyway, so LiftNBricks, TJ. Tell us a little bit about you. Where you from? What you up to? How you made it onto London Calling tonight, and then we'll dive into this week's shenanigans, and I'll say hello to the chat as well. So anyway, tell us a little bit about you before I kind of turn to the chat, my friend.
Well, I mean, you kind of said it. I was in Chicago for the first time. The first time I flown by myself was last year in Chicago for that convention. Yeah. And I saw you with the camera that I was not sure what that camera was. Yes. So, and it was the Osmo Pocket 3, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting camera. And I started talking to you, and all of a sudden we just kept going through the whole thing. He's like, you have a minute? I said, I'm literally here by myself. So sure, I have as much time as you need.
It was easy pickings for me, that was.
I'm like, I got nobody here. So, and then we started talking more and more, and it kind of went from there. I mean, I met Shai there. I met a lot of people there, and honestly, it took me a while when you were bringing people onto this podcast, that Jay was Jay's Brick blog, because I read his blog literally like every single article that comes out. I read every single one. So that's how I get all my ideas for if I want to do a skit on content, or if I want to say, hey, here's an update on what's coming out or not coming out. I get it from his blog. So it's it's kind of cool to see someone that you kind of look up to in the space also be in the same call. And yeah, I'm over on the dark side of Twitch and just kind of living life over there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. And why the name LiftNBricks? What's all that about? What do you lift? Do you lift anything? Do you work on a forklift truck or something like that, or do you do weights?
Makes more sense, honestly. No, I'm a personal trainer. So,
he's a PT.
Yeah. So I lift weights and I build Lego. So I was like, okay, what's something that can kind of do both in the same? And LiftNBricks kind of flowed.
Oh yeah, I like it. How much? I'll go ask you because shall I ask Shai? I don't know. But how much do you bench press?
Shai's gonna outlift me. I have a feeling.
No, I don't. I'm at right now 235.
235. This is pounds.
This
is pounds. Yeah, is it pounds? Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
I've been benching since I was that 2 plates and 20s.
Two plates.
25.
You said 235 is 2 plates and 2 5s.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're saying. But anyway, it says very entertaining. Is that big?
Two plates and 10s. That's where I'm at. What is that?
225, 34, 245.
There you go. That's where I'm at.
Oh, like he's good at maths as well, folks. He's a PT that can do maths questions as well.
What is that in kilos? So that way I can do translation.
111. 111 kilos.
That's what it is.
Oh, gas is straight in there. Can we do a little bit decimal, please? What is it with Americans keeping our imperial? We let imperial go years ago. They can't.
I can literally bench my family.
I love it. What about you, TJ? What can you bench press?
I think the last.
You can say 1 plate or something.
Was 265 was the last time I maxed.
Oh, max that! Look at that.
Which is
that's
definitely.
Good.
I mean,
that's very good.
Shai, you're also like, how tall are you, Shai?
5'9".
Okay, so I'm also like an inch and a half, 2 inches taller than you. So I probably weigh more than you. So that mean pound for pound, we're about the same.
He's used to that.
But you know what I can do? I can run a marathon.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
Ooh, there we go, straight in there.
You are on your own, good sir, on that one.
I like all that. I like a little bit of peacocking at the beginning of London Calling. What do you reckon?
That's all love. It's all love.
It's
it's the way we keep each other accountable about being healthy and working out. You know what I mean? And there's no like, oh, I lift more than you, I'm better. It's nothing to do about that. It's all about like just keeping each other strong and healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's absolutely what it's all about. Anyway, talking about strong and healthy, we've got a very strong and healthy chat out there tonight. So let me just bumble my way through saying hello to him. I thought I'd do a little bit different tonight, folks. I thought get everyone on and then say hello to him. But of course, it means I've got to scroll up and scroll up and scroll up and scroll up and scroll up. Now, the first man in tonight, it wasn't StreamYards, even though they like to think that they're the first ones in. No, it was this dude over here, Stud City. He was the first one in, which is very, very cool. Stud City. I know you're still out there as well, so good to see you, my friend. He's certainly jolly excited about the Pokemon stuff. I think everyone's a bit sort of like looking at the UK going, are they excited over there about this? I don't know. Maybe give us Wallace and Gromit or something like that. KO's out there as well. Just remember, folks, he's going to be the one that's giving us the PMQ a little bit later. Got Martin there as well. Of course, there's Martin on the chat as well. Mr. Martin Andrews. Martin, while we're looking at you out there, why are you not Madlib? Tell us the story behind Madlib. Why is Madlib not accountable on my YouTube channel?
Madlib used to be here, but for some weird reason, YouTube decides to mess up. I popped out the chat one time when I was watching on the Madlib channel, and it kind of glitched. And ever since that glitch, and I've contacted YouTube about it, I just can't type. Every time I type a message via Madlib, it does not show. It does not show on this chat at all. So so I'm a ghost. Madlib's a ghost.
Madlib is a ghost on it. The Phantom Martin. Very, very cool.
Yeah, so I always have to be Martin Andrews on here anyway. So
it's all very official. It's jolly good. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
We've got Read Comics out there as well. Read Comics, good to see you out there, my friend. Hope all is good with you. Hope you had a top week as well. It is Pokemon. Where should we? Let's scroll down. What was it? We'll get someone new there. It goes, I love bits of start as well. I guess 7 minutes. Oh, come on, folks. I was hanging in for dear life for the BrickBods tonight. BrickBods, do you want to tell us why you guys were late in tonight? What happened? What's the story behind it?
Nothing happened. It was all fine. It's all fine.
So Carrie likes art, and so every so often we'll buy a piece of artwork.
Doesn't make it onto the walls.
Yeah, so it was kind of
oh, there's so much digging going on in this.
No. That was me digging it myself.
Yeah. So it was kind of sat on top of the radiator.
And my butt is too big, and I knocked it.
So it
and
then
went down. Yeah.
But it's a really annoying radiator because the bottom of the radiator is lower than the top of the skirting board.
Oh.
So there's no way to
so
get
you
under.
can get it down underneath, and so we have to try and get it back up the top. So I had to take like the top of the radiator off so that we could access it.
Yeah. What I would have done is just turn the radiator off so we could have dealt with it later. But Ian was like, "We'll do it now."
Radiator on. Hello.
Well, it comes on at points, and I just didn't want to melt my painting.
Okay. I hear you. All right, let's keep going. Then we've got Slam BKM out there as well. Say Minark. That must mean Minark's out there as well. Minark. There's a few of us going on an adventure next week as well, folks. You'll know all about it come Wednesday, that's for sure. Minark is part of that adventure as well. Nicole's out there too. Nicole, we're not going to be a million miles away from you on Wednesday. Just saying. We've got Andrew out there as well saying, happy Friday, everyone. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is good with you. Did you have a top week? That's what I want to know. Don't forget, folks, if you have just tuned in, do me a little favor as well. We've got nearly 60 of you out there watching at the moment. Please do give the stream a thumbs up. That's all I ask. And if you can, if you've got time, check out all the peeps that are in the panel tonight. You find all the details, as always, down in the description below. Oh, who did I see out there just then? There he is, Paul F. saying, hello, everyone. How you doing, mate? Have you had a good time? All the way from Australia as well. You're not the only Aussie on here, Jay, at the minute. We've got the Brick Larrikin out there as well. Good evening, Greg. And the
good morning.
Friends. Yeah, exactly. It's good morning. It's Saturday morning out there. It
Saturday
really
morning.
is. Saturday morning. Is it a nice day out there in Australia? Because your winter's coming in now, mate. Because our summer's kicking in beautifully at the moment.
It's starting to get cold. The leaves are turning red soon, so it's been all over the place. It's been really hot, but it's starting to get cold and everything.
Yeah. No, I bet. Yeah, he's got it. I kind of like autumn or the fall, as Americans like to call it. But yeah, it's just so weird. But yeah, mate, come over to the UK. It's lovely. It's warmer over here this week than it was in Ibiza. How cool is that?
Wow.
It won't last though. It will probably rain tomorrow.
I saw like blue skies in London. Like,
mate, I'm not joking. We've had a whole week. I would say in the last 3 weeks, other than about 4 days, we have had beautiful, almost cloudless skies in London. Yeah, it's been beautiful.
Every Brit, every Londoner that I know was taking like photos of like the skyline.
Yeah,
also, like
to remind us what the sky looks like, mate. It really is. Honestly, it is. It can be blue when we're blessed with good weather. Now we're blessed with Crypto Bricks being out there tonight. Hello, mate. Hope you had a good week. We got Shaw Bricks a lot out there as well. Good to see you, dude. Greg or Craig, I saw you in the chat the other day, mate. That was good fun as well. It's Shai, the old BrickLink, because Shai was kind of like one of the pioneers for the BrickLink being on there. And of course, I kind of had to follow in his shoes last Sunday. That chat is unbelievable. Well. Yeah, thank you, mate. We had 1,600 in the chat at one point. We really did. I daren't say the C word, the castle word during the stream because it was just going mad. I mean, every now and again, I'd sort of drop a subtle hint in there. And I'd watch it spike as we were doing it. But yeah, we'll take a look at that in not too long from now, actually. Because I want to see what people's thoughts are about it. Like I say, I thought it was all right, but like I say, you're never going to be. BrickLink can't be all things to all people. A bit like Lego Ideas, if I'm honest. Now, Greg out there, he says, I didn't have a Nintendo either, but everyone else did. They always insisted we play it. at their house. Yeah, like I say, my wife's got a wee. And just so you peeps know, Gregor Craig lives really close to where I live, and he recognised me one day when I was having a coffee in a coffee shop. It was, I think someone came up to me and he said, "You're that Greg, aren't you, from London BrickLink?" I was like, "Yeah." That was one of the first times I ever got recognised out in public, let alone down the road from where I live. But anyway, all cool stuff. I hope you're good, Greg, as well. Titanium J's out there as well. Another TJ saying, "Hey, Babu." How you doing, TJ? I bet you'll get a bit excited, especially with some of the news I've seen leaking around. Oaktown Bricks is out there as well. Good to see you, dude. Where else we got out there? We've got Steph Waffles out there as well. Good to see Steph. And we've got One Brick Stud. Christopher's out there as well. Blimey, you lot are chatting a lot tonight. I'm getting a sore finger with the old mouse here. We've got Liz out there as well saying, hey. Good to see you, Liz. How's your week going? You're busy at the moment. We've got Trevor from Chicago out there as well. We've got Luke Triton from Bristol. We've got Greg out there as well from London. Who else we got out there? Salixgate. Where's Salixgate from, guys? Was it Netherlands?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
God, I got that right. My word, I can't believe I got that one right. We've got KO as well. KO's from kind of Birmingham sort of area. Jules Brown as well. I don't know where Jules is from, but he's from the UK. He's got a hairstyle actually like Captain Pike from Star Trek. He really has. Strange New Worlds. If you know, you know. They go Team B's out there as well. Justine and Christopher as well. Good to see you too. Happy Saturday morning to you lot. Hope the weather's nice where you are. I can't believe I've just got to the bit where Lester's joined. Lester, thank you so much for joining as a member. I need to take a deep breath, folks. So KO, he says, we'll get a segment called Can Greg Pronounce These Pokemon's Name Correctly? Probably not. I can't do the Harry Potter one, so you've got no chance of that. But anyway, KO, thank you so much. This is one of the daftest super chats I've ever done. But hey, if there's a lot of people out there like dogs, but you'll probably like this. Enjoy.
Oh, Raymond, this dog has no license and is clearly in violation of the leash law. Call the pound.
I already did, sir. The truck is waiting outside.
Out of my way! Grab that dog!
Has anyone ever seen a dog do a Mike Tyson maneuver like that? I don't know. Pretty impressive. Anyway, KO, thank you so much, my friend. He was out there as well. Good to see you, mate. It was only on last week as well, which is lovely to see. Good to have you back, my friend. Studsy is still out there. This is how are these many people not fans of Pokemon? That's crazy. It's definitely one for the Americans, I think. They are loving it. Right, we're nearly there at the bottom. I think we've just about made it. There we go. Congrats on all the finishes. Shy time is my time. Actually, do you know what? That is a great segue into Shai. Tell us, how is your body recovering? Because you, like me, would have burned around 4,000 calories when you do a marathon, and that zaps you big time. How are you feeling now, though?
I feel good now. The 2 days following after the marathon, I couldn't walk. But right now, after days of stretching and eating whatever I wanted, I feel great. So
wow,
I'm ready. I'm ready to do it again.
Are you really? You know the worst thing for me when I did the marathon? I think for about 4 days after, I couldn't walk downstairs. You just don't know until you do it. Like you walk up them, no problem. It's just coming down. It's your hamstrings kind of engage and all that sort of thing. Your glutes go, oh my god, I can't do this. And I don't know. It's like
I was good for the first 17 miles, and then I started feeling a tingling in my thigh, and I'm like, oh, and then by the time I got to mile 18, I cramped up so bad.
Oh no!
But I knew if I stopped, it would just get worse. So I just kept powering through it. I just ended up just kind of like walking like for like a mile and a half, and then one of my coworkers like saw me walking. He's like, and he ran up to me. He's like, "What are you doing walking?" I'm like, "Ah!" So I started running again. And then but from mile 20 to mile 23, I had to like power through that.
Yes. It's mental. That's the mental part of it.
Yeah. So I just walked through that one, and then once I got to 24, I just started running again.
Yeah.
If you stop, you are stuck. Like, I mean, that's the whole thing, is that if you're not, I'm curious, Shai, what was, I knew, like, I'm sure you had people with signs. What was the favorite sign that you saw running through that? Because I only remember certain signs.
Mine was the finish.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I can't say on here. My favorite one rhymes with "Don't turn around, blank is following you," and it rhymes with pity.
That's a good motivator. That one.
I was like, I laughed really hard when I saw that one. But the signs were amazing. That's one of the cool things about marathons or long runs, half marathons too. What people will say, that are on there. Like a big one was like, "Don't trust the fart." I saw that. Like,
oh yeah, don't do that, mate. Yeah, don't do that. And they literally, it will. Like there was someone recently. Actually, there was the female. She was running along.
I saw that. She's "Don't film me from the back."
Yeah, don't film me from the back. And she says, I myself, and she even said thanks to the cameraman as well.
It's real.
No.
But no, I feel great. I definitely want to do it again. My wife is gonna do it next year, so I'm gonna be with her along the way. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy I did it.
Do you want to do it in a better time next year than you did it in this year?
Well, if I'm gonna run with my wife, I'm not gonna be going for time because she's.
Mate, she might be quicker than you. You don't know.
She might, but she's not a runner. She hates running. But she's turning 40, so it'll be like a good, welcome to my 40s type of thing. So I if she wants to go for time, then I'm all for it. I'm down. Like I want to do a sub 4. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's why I went away more. I did mine in 4 hours 23 when I did it, and I was just like. Yeah, and I was super happy with that. I would like to have done it a little bit quicker, but when you're on the last couple of miles, you just can't maneuver around. You're spending so long zigzagging. It's like it's pointless. It's like why would you bother? Has anyone else on the panel ever done a marathon or maybe a half marathon? I'm not talking about the ones that you eat, neither. Jay, have you ever done a marathon?
No, I just run away from my problems. That's what I'm good at.
That's pretty much what marathoners do. That's the reason why they're running from them.
Yeah, it's a valid point.
They are. All you need is a good pair of trainers, and that's it. Just out of curiosity, Shai, what trainers do you have? Do you have Saucony or?
I use right now A6s.
Oh, A6. Yeah, no, nice.
Really?
I got the Brooks. I use the Brooks Ghost. My running ones.
I have these, and then I have like Hokas. So it really depends on what I'm doing. Like this is my long run too. It's really, really soft.
A6 do lovely ones. They're called Gel Nimbus. They're really comfortable.
They're good. They're
really good on the knees. They're good on the knees.
I went through four different shoes since I started training.
Yep.
Yeah. They're good. This is what people don't realize. Trainers are only good for a certain amount of miles and a certain amount of time. After that, they're rubbish. I mean, as soon as you put on a new pair, you're like, God, I can totally see that. We got Minark out there. It's giving us £2. Thank you, Minark. LC268. What does that convert into krona? Another awesome panel to starts the weekend. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. And here's one for the Star Trek fans out there. The new super chat. Cheers, Mark.
You're not married, you haven't got a girlfriend, and you've never watched Star Trek?
No.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. It's Patrick Stewart ever says good Lord to you. You know, that's the worst thing you could possibly ever say. Minark, thank you so much for that. We got some young, good looking talent out there tonight, I tell you, in the form of Christopher's out there, all the way from LA. We've got Cy O'Connor out there, all the way from Ireland. Gregor Craig all the way from London. Lego TB all the way from Australia. We've got veteran Lego Dad. He's somewhere in the middle west.
You got it last week. Come on.
All right, Colorado then. I can only milk that one for so long, I'm afraid. Anyway, good to see you.
You'll get him angry.
Yeah, don't get him angry. He'll come for me, Will. Where should we go then? So Shai's doing a totally okay. He is. LiftNBricks, TJ. So, yes. So tell me about your shenanigans that you're getting on with Twitch, and why have you started on Twitch and not YouTube? What's going on? Why are you starting in the next step? Why don't you just take 2 steps forward and then come on to YouTube?
It's different. It's different.
Because they always end up there. YouTube's not going anywhere. Just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. YouTube is one of those things where like I've tried my best to like put up enough like long form content and that kind of thing, but like streaming wise, there's not as much you can do. Like if you're playing a game or like to do different stuff, like people do drop games on Twitch. People have like different interactions. And I mean, I've been on Twitch for, gosh, like 6 years, but it's been through, like, I've rebranded like 3 times from like gaming to now Lego. And it's more, I'm not going to say it's better because it's not. YouTube is the superior platform, but it's better for.
It's very rare I get someone from Twitch ever say that. I've got to be honest.
It's true. No, YouTube is the superior platform. I will give that 100%, but it's not superior for streaming discoverability. That is the one thing I will say. Twitch is better for discoverability for streaming purposes, but for like overall content, overall discoverability, YouTube is top tier. There's never been an argument there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're a big supplier out there, Trevor. I can't wait. I can see you again. I can't believe we're like 3 months in, and normally people would be thinking, "Oh yeah, you're quarter of the way through the year." To me, in my head, that just means I'm 3 months going towards Brick World Chicago. Just another 3 months to go. That's unbelievable. That is. I'm going to see people that I've seen in Manchester again in Chicago who are from Australia, aka Lego Team B. Unbelievable, that is. There we go, Minark. Oh, there we go. Because Twitch is the best, Greg. I love that. The devotion, Minark. The devotion, honestly, it's lovely to see. KO saying it's back to school for Greg. Says geography to the test. There we go. What can I say? Gregor Craig says, understand that Daniel Moulds. I was fortunate because I was already part of the charity committee, so I got to arrange the entrance, and we had a spare spot on, so wanted to take it. Oh, good stuff. And Daniel's saying, Gregor Craig, that is good. We've got Sai O'Connor out there without giving out all those other. Sai, are you working at the moment? What's going on? Tell all your friends, tell all your work colleagues, wherever you are. Say, yeah, quick, put YouTube on. Watch London Calling. Anyway, don't forget, folks, give the stream a thumbs up. It just helps. I'm going to get. I don't really normally go on about it too much, but tonight I'll kind of push it down a little bit more. I'll put the foot a little bit to the throttle. Now, talking about feet to the throttles, right? Let's just go really quickly around the panel, see how they're all getting on, and then we could talk a bit about F1 because Jay seems to be loving a bit of F1. I thought he was in China this morning. Turns out it wasn't him. Shai actually thought that as well, but he's been watching F1 as well recently. He's been, how can I put it? He's just been kind of hitting the F1 scene pretty hard recently, especially over on Netflix, that TV series that they've got. Let's find out what the BrickBods are up to, because I turned on them. They were on one of Tech's membership streams. It's funny the amount of people this week that have come up to me and gone, I didn't know you was a member of my channel and stuff like that. Yes, that does include you as well, Shai. But anyway, it's intriguing. You see their videos; they're more personable videos that they put out, and I'm sort of like, and I'm like, are you a member? I'm like, yeah. So anyway, BrickBods, what were you up to right at this moment? And you look like you're fidgeting on your chair there, Kerry.
I've got a box that I've got lots of boxes inside, and I was trying to get this one in the hole, and I literally moved every box to try and get it in the hole.
Gaz is good at things like that.
There's no room for this in there. Like it's that size.
Is it really?
I tried. I did try.
Oh, there we go. Ian's trying to calculate it. I can see it in his eyes. It's possible.
Put those ones round.
Oh, what you got there?
It's like a puzzle, isn't it?
You should video this. This is bloody good content.
Tetris is what it is.
It is. It's good film as well, Tetris. You guys should see that. I didn't realise Tetris came from Russia. Ian, so what are you up to? And Ian, I think we should...
I did it.
He did it. There we go. What we can't see is there's 3 of them on the floor at the moment. So I think that's a good segue. So I'm going to put the voice on for this. Ian Bods, what's the scores on the floors?
I'm going with a 10.
Yay!
Oh, come off it. What is going on? She paid him off.
It's fine.
She's paid him off.
I didn't threaten you with violence. I just said say 10 and stick to the story. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's only 10 and stick to the story.
10, then.
Okay.
Yeah, 10,
all right.
10 this week.
Oh, Ian, honestly, he's a wise married man. He really is. He's still looking he's looking at the floor in display. You know, when you look at someone and the body language doesn't kind of reflect what they're saying. All right, that's all right. I'll leave it there.
The mess on the floor this week is your fault. Look, that's yours.
Well, that one piece of Lego.
Still yours. That 2, I'll have you know.
Oh, 2.
I've got 2 pieces of Lego.
And Carrie, you watched that movie that I suggested, and I kind of advised you it would make you cry.
It did. It did.
It's heartwarming, but so sad as well, isn't it?
It was a good film.
It was a good film. Yes.
But yeah, I think Ian at one point was like, "Should we turn this off?" And I'm like, "No."
Shai, I suggested to Carrie because she wanted. I said that this film will make you cry. Now I know you're a bit of an emotional guy, but there's a Tom Hanks movie out there. He's very emotional, in a good way. There's a movie out there, Tom Hanks movie called A Man Called Otto. And honestly, I 100% recommend it. It is such a good movie. It really is.
The dinner part when he doesn't eat.
Yeah. Well, tell me, remind me about that scene again. I'm trying to remember now. So
is that where she asked him if he's going to eat any dinner, but he ate before, and he doesn't buy anything, so that way she can eat whatever she wants.
Oh yes.
He only has a starter.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That was a flashback scene, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, even I said
she has this like big course meal, and then he's just like not eating, and she's asking, "Are you going to eat?" And he's like, "Well, I already ate at home, so that way she can eat whatever she wants and gets whatever she wants."
I cried then.
I mean,
yeah.
I got to give it to him on that one. That was good.
Yeah, dude, I was in bits, the whole thing, and we won't say any spoilers or anything like that. But honestly, folk, it was, if you want a good old cry, but in a kind of heartwarming, the world is actually a nice place to live in. Then check it out, folks.
Yes, it's that. It gives me hope for humanity.
It does. It totally does. It really does. See, I'm a big fan as well of The Lincoln Lawyer, and as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, I didn't recognize him. I was like, that's the Lincoln Lawyer, and he played such a good part in it. But it was his wife and Tom Hanks were the stars of that movie. She was brilliant, massive support actress. She really was great. But yeah, actually talking about movies and stuff like that. TJ, are you a big movie fan or anything like that? I mean, do you have time in between sort of doing curls and reps and stuff like that to look good? What do you do to relax in your leisure time?
I mean, I do watch a lot of movies. Honestly, I watch a lot more shows than movies is more like my thing. I mean, I'm like Shai with Drive to Survive. I binge watched that when it first came out. Like, I mean, that was straight up, nonstop. I've been a Formula One fan for a while. I also, for fun, sim race on a Formula One wheel. So I'll end up having a whole little setup and race people because it's just fun. I love Formula One is one of my favorite things.
Really? Okay.
Right. Yeah, it's a pretty.
Well, let's start the F1 chat then, shall we? That's a nice kind of route in, shall we say? I was going to take a pit stop, but we won't bother now. We'll carry on.
That was all planned.
All right. So Lego this year. I mean, I thought Lego went heavy last year into space. My word, Lego have gone heavy into F1 this year. I mean, at the moment they're all over the Chinese Grand Prix. They really are. They were everywhere last week in Melbourne. I thought the weather was always nice in Melbourne as well. By the way, Jay, on race day. That mixed a few things up, which was nice to see.
That was the true Melbourne experience. You had a few good days of 20, 22 degree weather, dry, sunny, and then downpour. Made for a fun race. That's what F1 fans want to see.
Yes, it does.
They want to see a wet race. That's what people want to see.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
chaos.
Yeah. Well, what did you think of it then? So let's start with Shai. Shai, what did you think of the race last week, if you watched any of it, of course, and this big tie-in? Are you seeing all the effort that Lego put into F1 now kind of coming into fruition?
So I started to watch the race. For me, it's on ESPN or Hulu. So I started to watch the race, but when it started, it was 9:00 my time Saturday before the marathon. So I was like, I want to watch this. Yeah. So I watched it at least the first 10 laps, and then I'm like, I have to hit the hay because I need to wake up at 3 a.m. So I didn't really watch it. But what I did immediately when I woke up was see who's what who went where, like who won, like who got last, who crashed, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely caught up like I do with a normal sport. Now that was my true testament. Like I was gonna see if I really wanted to watch this from the show because I'm coming from the show, and like any other sport that I really die hard watch, I like to invest into the player. And that really gets me involved into the sport itself. So I get a lot of flack by like, hey, I'm coming from the show. And everyone's like, well, if you're going to like the show, drama's not real. I'm like, well, I'm invested now. I know why Williams sucks. And this is great that they're coming up. Why like Haas is like horrible. What who the hell is this, Lewis Hamilton dude? And he's been doing it forever. Why is it Ferrari? It's like, I would have known that just coming to the sport. I would take me years to figure all that out. But knowing coming from the show, I'm invested into the drivers. Like I really want Alex like to kill it with Williams. Like I'm rooting for Williams and Haas. Like I'm not well, I mean Haas because it's American. It's like the only American team. And Williams just because the past, for a while.
Nigel Mansell's car, that was, dude. Williams.
Yeah,
was
but then
Williams.
Alex, like I was rooting for him like since season 3 when he was at Red Bull and then he disappeared and then he came back. Like, and now he did relatively well. So, like I'm invested into the drivers, and then like I liked the cars like when I got them because I got them like during the older speed champions with they were kind of the dual packs with Mercedes and
Aston Martin.
Aston Martin, yeah, the green one. The what do you call that?
Safety car.
Safety car, yeah.
Oh, the safety car, yeah.
So with those, like I thought it were cool, and there was another Formula One car too. I think there was one more, but I got all the F1 cars, not the McLaren one. There was another one. What was it? Mercedes?
Mercedes had 2.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I was whatever with them, and then like Josh from Josh Bill stuff. Like he would.
He loves F1, man.
He's like, just watch the first season and you'll get involved. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to like go head first into it. And then randomly kind of streaming through. I'm like, I have some of these Speed Champ new ones. Let's watch the show. So I put it on and I was hooked. So the Lego got me into F1, the show, Drive to Survive, which then got me to sport. So I got to thank Lego for getting me into watching the real thing.
Yeah, and that's everyone's got their different ways of approaching it. It's a bit like someone watching the Ninjago movie and thinking, oh, I'm going to get into Ninjago now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they've taken a bit of a shortcut, but they're there. It's a thing. What about you, Jay? What's your thing with F1, and how are you feeling about is it kind of more exciting for you to have this kind of tie-in with F1 and Lego?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a I'm a bit of a legacy F1 fan. So like my connection is that I grew up in Malaysia, and we used to have a race on the circuit in Sepang in the Malaysian Grand Prix, and that was a big deal, kind of getting the F1 race at the time. That was also the time when Michael Schumacher was racing, so he was like him and Ferrari were completely dominant at that stage. You went from like Schumacher to like Barrichello, like that era, like it was all Ferrari. I'm not like super hardcore into F1. Like I will follow the race, but I don't have like a team, or I don't have I'm not really hardcore, which is why I find F1 guy, because like he's completely obsessed about F1, so he gets to review all my F1 sets, and he knows his stuff way more than I do. I think it's just like it's an interesting race, interesting sport because of just how global it is. Like I really like the different like circuits. Every circuit has its own thing, and there's a lot of like history into the F1 as well. Like if you've not watched it, Senna is a very, very good
gotta see that movie actually. Yeah, that looks like a really good movie.
Yeah, Rush is really good as well. If you're into like cinematic movies, and I think that there's just a lot of cool stuff happening around F1. So I've been following F1 since the 2000s. I'm gonna say the 2000s. So it's been quite interesting to see it like get so big at this stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's cool. It's bringing a whole like new generation of like viewers and fans into the sport, which is which is really clever. I think what they've done in terms of marketing the sport, making it very accessible, has been very interesting. Because for the longest time, F1 has been one of the most like elite. Like it used to be a very elitist sport.
Oh yeah,
Very
massively.
big in Europe. I think that was where like F1 has always been like a European thing. You know, you have like the big circuits in like Spa, Nürburgring, and that's and obviously like all the big teams, all the big top contenders are from Europe, like Ferrari, Mercedes, Renault, Williams, and in the UK as well with like Silverstone. So it's great to see them kind of expand outwards, first into Asia, and now they're really expanding into the US with so many big races in the US. So it's a good like textbook study if you're into like marketing about how to grow your brand through a whole variety of like mediums and channels, and how they've used like social media is great.
No, I like it. I've always been interested. And the thing is, folks, that the tech that they have in Formula One today is what we're going to be driving in the future. So that is the future of things. I tell you another really good movie that I watched. I only watched about a year ago, and it came out a few years ago. It was like 2019. Well, again, Shai, this is a good one for you. This is about a man and his boy, really. And it's called Ford versus Ferrari, or Ford v Ferrari. Very, very good movie. It's got Matt Damon, Christian Bale in it. Super movie, and it's the passion of racing and the family thing as well. It's very intriguing, actually, very intriguing. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that movie called The Founder, which is a film about the guy that kind of founded McDonald's, which sounds really boring, folks, but it's got Michael Keaton in it, and I promise you it's actually very, very good. But yeah, let's go down south where Martin is. Martin, where are you up to today? Are you building something? Yes. Or are you what's going on? Because I haven't checked in with you just for a while.
I am building. Well, I've built this little guy. Is the Spider-Man mech with the anti-venom, which, let's face it, this is the fig you want from this set. So so Spider-Man and anti-venom. I'm having a Marvel day, and I'm doing this guy next. So
what's he called again? That one? It was
the Leviathan, Avengers versus the Leviathan.
Yeah, that was it. I enjoyed Marvel then. They're gonna be
So we got a couple of Avengers, and I'm just halfway through building the actual Leviathan at the minute. So yeah.
Oh, very good. All right, keep us up to date with that. Then go Ford. Gregor Craig out there says Ford versus Ferrari is brilliant. Sorry when it came out. That race is crazy. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's based on true events as well. Christopher's out there. He says I have to run to a meeting. It's still work time here, but we'll try and jump back after. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Good to see you, Christopher. Hi to Jay Shadow and Marvelous. It's a Satiscape out there as well. Pabu says on the back of what Mike was showing us is Spider Mech. Spider Mech does whatever a Spider Mech does. There you go. I like it a lot.
There's a new F1 movie coming out too with Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and that was filmed during last year's races, wasn't it? That's going to be good, isn't it?
You got to watch it in IMAX. You got to watch that in the IMAX.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's going to be IMAX for sure.
So when does that come out then? Because I'm finding, is it going to be around the English Grand Prix?
June 27th is the date that I'm looking at.
Oh, that's it. Is it what? That's got
27th, yeah.
June. Let's do June F1. Let's see what big races around F1 around that time.
During the summer break, right? Don't they have a break?
I think that's during silly season. I think
that's around Silverstone. I think.
Is it still? Yeah. That's only just over an hour away from me. That is Silverstone. Let's try and get down there.
I'm going to Silverstone with Carl.
I honestly think you should. Like it's a major race on the calendar. And it's when is it? July? Yeah, early July.
I used to go there, watch their Grand Tour cars racing there. The massive, great big Porsches they were. And like Le Mans 24 hours. I love those races as well.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I'm considering going to the one in Vegas. I mean, it's close enough. It's only 4 hours away from us.
Yeah, that's easier for you to go to, but
it's super easy to go.
Brutal to get in there when it's like everything just shuts down.
I mean, I heard it looks like every race that's like taking over a city. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it does. Here's one for you. I worked in Singapore for a bit, and I got out there, and literally I was like, why does your city look like a racetrack? And then like the F1's on this weekend, and I was like, phenomenal, this is brilliant. So yeah, saw the F1 when I was out in Singapore. I never seen anything like it. I did not think F1 or anything like that at that crazy speed was raced in the dark. It was crazy. It was good fun. But Madlib, did I hear that right? You are actually going to Silverstone this year?
Yes. Carl's much like Shai. Carl got into the TV show about it, and then he started to get getting into the whole drama of everything, and then he decided, he was like, right, I want to go see F1 this year, so he went and bought tickets. So yeah, we're going to go for the race.
Oh my God! So we're going to get some Lego essential stuff if you go. I'm going to see if I can get there.
Yeah, I'm going to go. That's what I was watching everyone's vlogs. I'm like, oh, where's the Lego store? What's happening? What's going on?
Well, I tell you what, you get that like in the Chinese Grand Prix at the moment, which Jay reported on this morning. Do check out his Instagram, folks. It's full of Chinese goodness. It really is. Jay, I saw the Shanghai kind of custom print. It's made by it's out there by Lego, so it's not really that custom, is it? It's official Lego printed kind of plate, I suppose it is. So yeah, tell us a little bit, Jay, because I know you've been following it really closely, about what Lego are doing at the particular Grand Prix races around the world.
Yeah, so there's two main things, and this is really just to support their F1 collection. Two main things. You have for some races, I think there are like 13 or 14 races in season. You have they call it a brick stop, which is like a big fan zone. Essentially, it's a kind of like a public make and take where you line up, you get a cool race lanyard, and if you've gone to an F1 race, the lanyard is a really nice like souvenir, because if you get a like hospitality package at the F1, you get a cool like VIP lanyard to show like, oh yeah, I'm a kind of a big deal. That's a thing. So you get a Lego one, which is a cool little souvenir, and then you get to do a tiny like make and take car in the colors of your choice. I think they provide like color options for 10 different all 10 teams, and you're gonna take a photo. So like it's not like a massive thing, but they've kind of standardized the experience throughout all the races. So if you go to the Chinese GP, if you go to the British Grand Prix, you're gonna likely get the same thing. So yeah, we've got this is what the like lanyard looks like. You got a brick pass.
It's got them already. That's so self. I mean, I can't believe you got them here already.
No. We got this in
Melbourne. Yeah,
in Melbourne.
That was good.
So this is kind of cool. It's a bit flimsy because it's just like cardboard. But you've got that, and you've also like for some of the races, you also have like a pop-up shop, which they call like a pit shop, which is just essentially a Lego store where you can buy. You
got to get your tongue around that one, mate, haven't you? Really, it's a tough one to say quickly. So you say you get a pit shop
and a brick stop.
And a brick stop. They don't help you. They're not helping you, are they? Really? You're calling them that?
It's a tongue twister. So you can find like the list of which races the brick stop and the pit shop are. They're more pop-up shops than they are like fan zones.
Yeah.
So you might want to see if there's an upcoming race. So I know Silverstone's a big one.
Yeah. 4th and the 6th of July. It is the British Grand Prix, folks. The 4th and the 6th of July. Anyone out there going to it? I don't know. I certainly might look into it now. We've got the Lego thing, and I love Hamilton as well. I'm a big Hamilton fan. Something I do need to say though is Daniel Moulds has given us £2. He's given us a super sticker, which I always love. So I think, seeing as he's given us a super sticker, let's do a bit of the old Superman, shall we? Daniel Moulds, great to have you here, and this is for you.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you? I just cannot believe it. He got her.
Got her indeed. Thank you so much for that, Daniel. Super appreciate it. I really, really do, folks. It really does. Honestly, keep the lights on. You think Lego's expensive? People try using StreamYards. But anyway, super appreciate that. Anyway, where should we go next? So we got Jay's loving it.
I have to split.
He's got to go. He's got to go pick his kids up. Shai, when are we going to see you again? On doing a video or something like that?
I hope it's doing a video. I hope it's doing one of those.
Good stuff. Well, love this stuff, mate. And thanks for coming on. And good stuff for hanging out with Sean as well earlier on this week. That was good fun to see.
Thanks for having me, as always. Love being here. Good to kick it with all of you again. Have a good rest of your day or evening.
Yeah. Take care, man. Enjoy your day.
Bye.
Good stuff. So that was Shai Time. It's my time. Check him out, folks. You'll find his details down in the description below. Does an amazing podcast called Sitting on a Stoop. And if you remember him from old as well, Kelly BrickLink is still full of golden nuggets. It really is. Pabu saying Shai. Gregor Keggs saying, congratulations on the marathon. Shai Time is my time. Take care, Shai, says Minark. Contrabrix says, tongue twister. That is like red lolly, yellow lorry. It is, my friend. It really, really is. And we've got bye Shai for all the other guys as well. Thank you so much. So I don't know. It's LiftNBricks. TJ, are you into like Formula One stuff or races in general or anything like that? Does that kind of float your boat?
Yeah, it's one of my friends got me into it, and he said you need to start watching races. And I thought it was like when I first started, I thought it was like NASCAR, and it was just oval circles. And I was like, okay, this is not going to be what I'm interested in. But then I got into a race, and I started actually going on Twitch and watching people do watch-alongs while I'm having the race on, and they would explain, because at that time I didn't know what the different tire compounds meant. I didn't know any of that stuff. And now I'm obsessed. I'm a diehard Carlos Sainz fan, have been for a while. So him going to Williams is heartbreaking, but I think also good, because I really was hoping that Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton would have been great for Ferrari, because I think Carlos Sainz is a strategic genius and Lewis Hamilton's a phenomenal racer. I think that would have been perfect. But as long, and I apologize if anybody's a Red Bull fan, as long as Red Bull doesn't win, I'm okay.
Really? So I love it. I like Red Bull only because I like the brand Red Bull, and even then, I don't even like the taste of the drink that much. Well, it's okay actually, but I just like it. Guys, it takes me back to when we were kids. It really does. Oh, I was probably a teenager when you was a kid, but it's. You remember Wipeout? Did you guys remember the first PlayStation 1 when you used to play Wipeout? Yeah. That was all Red Bull branded. That was, and what a soundtrack that had as well. But yeah, guys, are you into the Formula One at all? Does anything like that kind of do it for you? I don't remember you talking about racing too much.
No.
Sorry. I do. I thought he's been a bit quiet. That was all.
Is Sterling Moss still a driver in it?
Oh God,
good Lord!
Honestly, I tell you what though, I will say one thing. Eddie Jordan sadly passed away this week, and the guy he was an awesome character, and I had the pleasure of meeting him once in the strangest of ways at Wembley Stadium. But I'll leave it there, because that's definitely going to be one for the members to talk about, that one, because they'll be taking it in all sorts of wrong directions. That will be, it will be. But Madlib, so you're going to Silverstone, but you're not really the fan. It's kind of your other half is.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it apart from they're in cars, they race round, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably be more interested in the mechanics, in the engineering, and how the cars are designed. Like that kind of feature of it would probably intrigue me more.
Full of it, yeah. Oh, amazing. Salix is saying, I prefer Monster over Red Bull, but I got to support my fellow Dutchman. Yeah, and I tell you what, though, the Brits, we always bring along some good drivers. We really do. For a little old country, we do all right. We do. We got some good stuff out there. I don't know. Talking about good stuff, I think now we should start looking at a little bit of Lego, shall we? In the form, I think. Well, let's go down this rabbit hole to start off with, shall we? Pokémon. or Pokemon, I should say, Pokemon. I'm going to get in all sorts of trouble for saying that. That's going to trigger off people, isn't it? Madlib. Pokemon. It's like polka dots, but with balls.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm making this up on the fly here, guys. Can you tell?
That's seamless, absolutely seamless.
Seamless. Okay, so let's ask with Jay. Jay, you picked the perfect day to come on London Calling. You did.
I know. How did you plan this? Because we've been talking about this for like weeks.
I had to twist their arm at Lego. I tear in Nintendo and F1 and all that. So
I haven't been on in like ages. I thought I was put in like the naughty corner or something.
No, not at all. Not at all. Everyone says that when they've been on for a while. Honestly, it's just I'm not joking. I am literally booked into May for the panel at the moment, and I love that. So thank you so much for everybody for wanting to be here. But I love having you on. You know that, Jay, and your blog is amazing. Do check it out, folks. Google it, Jay's Brick Blog. It is. Do you know what? It is my favorite blog. It's as simple as that. Even LiftNBricks uses it. He reads it every day, nicks all Jay's ideas, and then makes skits out of it. He's even admitted it on the stream tonight. You heard him. He really does. But Jay can't do anything about it because LiftNBricks, he bench presses 245 pounds, so like, you can't mess with him.
I wouldn't want to mess with that.
Oh man! No, you really do have a great blog, man. Like in all seriousness, like it is such a. Again, I don't read. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't read. So that's the only thing I actually read on a regular basis on like what comes out and everything like that. So that's where I get a lot of my knowledge from. So I really do appreciate that blog.
Yeah, man.
No, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Love what I do. So
there's a lot of love out there for you, Jay. There really is. So Connor says Eddie Jordan lived near me and Jake at my local. I met him loads of times. He was a really nice guy. Honestly, Si, you will laugh your head off when I tell you how I met him. It was, but I can't say it on here. It's that weird. I can't say it on here. Brick Larrikin says, "Are you getting the new Mansell set, Greg?" I do want it. I do want it because I'm a big Nigel Mansell fan. I really like, he was my hero. Well, one of my heroes when I was growing up. So yeah, I would like to get it. But yeah, it's kind of on the wanted list. Let's put it that way. But I'm going somewhere on Wednesday, Brick House. And if I see a signed one, I'll probably buy it then, in all honesty. So anyway, back to Pokemon, back to Jay. Jay, why should I, even I, as someone from the UK that's kind of like, oh yeah, it's Pokemon, it's pretty good, isn't it? Why should I start getting excited about Pokemon Lego like people out there are? Because they're getting hyped out there. They are.
That's a good question. I think for starters, it's the biggest media company in the world. It's like I think more people recognize Pikachu than like Mickey Mouse. They are one of the biggest like media companies. Like they just make so much money off like merchandising and like merch. If you go to like any store, you'll see just Pokemon stuff everywhere, for kids, for adults. So it's pretty big. It's kind of like the crown jewel of like gaming at the moment. It's like the biggest brand in gaming, and they're still like churning them out. Next year is a big year for them. It's their 30th anniversary, so I think you'll start to see a lot of like Pokemon stuff around you. So yeah, it's. I think why would someone be interested in this if they're not a like existing Pokemon fan? Is that we're gonna get to see some really like interesting designs out of Lego. Like if you enjoy like creature building, that's an obvious place that I think that they'll go into. So you'll see some really cool elements. You'll see some really cool like designs, really organic designs come out of this.
I think so too. Did you ever admire the ones that Mega made and think? Because I've built this and I was like, it was okay. It was okay. Yeah, it definitely wasn't Lego. And I'm sort of thinking, well, here's the benchmark. I'm expecting Lego to be better. I definitely would hope there's not going to be any stickers on this because there's prints on the back as well. So
they've done some really interesting stuff. Given that they've had the license for a while, some of their stuff is good. Some of their stuff is a bit naff, just the design. But again, like I think it's because it's made for like kids,
of course,
and for like younger kids. They've only recently started, going into like more adult or complex sets. Like some of the mechanical sets, I'm not sure if you've seen them. The mechanical Pokemon sets where you can kind of like crank a little thing and it kind of moves around. Those designs I think look quite good. And you should probably check some of those out. There's a pretty cool like Ash and like Pikachu model that they've just released through like Mattel Creations, which is like the adult kind of like adult icons line. That design looks pretty good, but I don't know. I'd say it's hit and miss, and obviously Mega Bloks isn't as polished as Lego. I'm not sure if you've ever built Mega Bloks, but the clutch is a bit hit and miss. But I think it's not. I think it does them a big disservice to call them like bad, because they've done quite a lot of great designs, and obviously they've set the bar, I think, quite high for Lego to follow. Like you said, like a lot of their elements are printed. You have a lot of interesting, like unique elements. If you look at some of their designs, like you have what's the word for it? You've got like new molds that they use for like Charmander and Squirtle. So they produce a lot of like very custom molds for their Pokemon designs. So I think they've set quite a high bar for Lego to follow.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't think this is. I mean, I've kind of studied Pikachu a little bit this week, especially when the eyes are concerned. Anyway, and isn't that right, Carrie?
Well, only in the latter part of the time. The first time you could have studied them harder.
Yeah. I did. What can I say? I was in a rush, but I do think that one thing for sure in the UK at the moment, the cost of Mega Block sets, as far as Pikachu's concerned and stuff like that, it's just fallen off a cliff. It really has. I think they just want to get rid of all their stuff. Like, look at this one. It's like literally over 50% off. And this is from Very, by the way, folks. I just think that looks okay, but I think Lego will do a much better version of this, based on the fact, again, because you haven't been on for a little while, Jay, how good that Mario Kart is that's coming out in May the 15th. I don't know. I think. Do you think, Jay, from your point of view? I mean, you know the markets, you know the various other markets as well, because you've got kids, so you kind of you live in that real world, which is kind of cool and good and down to earth. Why do you think Nintendo have decided to partner with Lego for their Pokemon?
It's like the one last big license that they don't have. I think you have there's a very funny, I'm not sure if you saw it, there's a very funny like Instagram reel of like Lego destroying like mega brands, and they use like the Avengers, like Thanos.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Very good.
It's like ripping the Pokemon Infinity Stone of Vision's forehead and putting it into like its Infinity Gauntlet, and like the other stones are all there represented by like Star Wars, Disney, Marvel. So it's if you look at Lego's like repertoire of licenses that they currently have, like if you're on the Lego website right now, if you go to like shop and you go to like themes, like nearly every single big like license is there except for Pokemon. So I think it's one of those things where they've always
look what we've got here now. We've not only got, since you was last on, we've not only got under new Lego Bluey, but Lego Pokemon as well. And that's just wild seeing that.
Yeah,
it really is. I hope we get some of those like the balls, the Pokeball. So building those out of Lego is a really nice structure. I really enjoy building BB-8, which is kind of like the nearest I've ever got to building something like that. And there's companies out there that make all these they're made of Lego, but they're kind of custom designs. So yeah, it's an intriguing one to see. How do you think, if you was Lego, how would you like to see them start releasing stuff for Pokemon? Because people were saying, oh, they've got to do the minifigures, but I'm like, that's not going to be year zero. That might not even ever come, because look at Mario. But how would you like to see them do it? Because you think in the animal structures would be the way to go?
I don't know. So, and this is my concern. I think a lot of people are concerned about this, is that Lego can be quite conservative when it comes to releasing new stuff. Like Fortnite came out last year, I would say. 2 years ago.
Last year.
They only came out with like 4 or 5 sets. When Animal Crossing first came out, there was only like 4 sets that for the first wave, and then there was like another like 6-month wait. When Lego got like the Transformers license with Optimus, that was like a big deal. Everyone was like losing their minds over it. They came out Optimus, it was very well received, and then there was a 2-year wait till Bumblebee came out. So I'm concerned that Lego will treat this just like another license that they have, and not give it the attention or investment that it really, like a license like Pokemon truly deserves. I think a lot of people kind of can see that happening. So I hope Lego just go like extremely aggressive with like Lego Pokemon. Just keep like start out big and just keep the momentum up with set releases. And that's the thing, because what people have to remember is that these things take a good couple of years to get out there. So they're frantically going to be working on designs as we speak. I bet quite a lot of mega construction's gone the way of Billund at the moment as well, just so that they can kind of get an idea, a shape, and then know that they've improved the design. And I think it's going to be interesting to see, because I always hark back to this thought in my head that they only have so many designers, don't they? There are only so many designers, and we get a lot of city sets. We got a lot of Speed Champion sets, that's for sure. And that's the other thing as well with Speed Champions. Will they continue every year to do F1 sets? Because even though the F1 sets have only just come out, there are last year's colors and liveries. They're not this year's ones. They're not current. So already they're out of date in one respect. And a lot of people would kind of hope that the minifigures would get improved. But when you come out with a Pikachu, you got to get it right. You've got to get it right. And one of my favorite animal builds I've ever built out of Lego was from Star Wars. It's from a few years ago now, probably about 5 years ago. And that was the Porg. That was a brilliant little build, that was. And I always said, I'm not going to buy anything like that. And I think I bought Yoda, and I so enjoyed Yoda. When the Porg came out, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. And I did. And I built it, and it's great. So it's up in my study, been on show for years. It's a great little set. It really is. Okay, so just out of curiosity, if they were to come out with, say, 3 figures or 3 creatures from the Pokemon world, which 3 would you choose? As in at the start, or as a
if you want to come in strong and show the world that Lego means business when it comes to releasing sets for Pokemon, where would you start first? Would you start with say a Pikachu, and what other ones would you go for there? Would you come out with like 2 or 1 at a time? How would you kind of deliver?
I think you definitely got to start. You have to start with Pikachu. Like Pikachu is like the mascot of Pokemon, so you're gonna have to like start big with that.
Before you name any others, can I just ask, Greg? Can you name a second Pokemon?
Can I name a second Pokemon?
A second one, or is it just Pikachu? You know.
Well, I know Pikachu because I bought that this week, and Pikachu is probably the most well-known one. And the reason I was kind of intrigued about that one was because of, essentially, it was because that's the one that they kind of started advertising with. So I was intrigued to know where the tail came from. But even though I've kind of never collected it or anything like that, it's still kind of pop culture iconic. to kind of know.
This is politician speak for no, I can't name another Pokemon.
What's this guy's name?
I'm trying to think. Right, there's. I think there was one out there called.
Stop looking at the chat. Stop looking at the chat. Don't help him, people. Don't help him.
What's this guy's name?
Help me chat. Pidgeotty. I think that was one.
Wait, what was that?
Pidgeotty. Pidgeotty's like a sort of like a bird, a sort of thing.
You're close. I'm not going to say you're far off. You're close.
You don't forget, I've got a London accent compared to you.
I'm just that,
well.
but like, there's an extra syllable there.
Half a point.
Yeah,
okay,
that's decent. We're decent.
All right. Okay. So, what about something like
a great like recurring segment where every guest just brings like a random Pokemon and makes Greg like guess it.
God, this sounds like a terrible idea. It really does. Let me think. There was the dragon one that's out there as well. Dragonite. Is it Dragonite?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. So go. Do I have to name any more?
It depends how quick you can Google, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, here I remember one as well. There's I tell you one that Gene advertised as well. Evie, something like that. Evie.
Yep.
Yeah. It's got like a sort of fairy scarf around her. It looks like a squirrel. But anyway, how about that, Coach? There we go. Look, there we go. Do I get a prize now? Do I get a prize?
You didn't get a prize, but we enjoyed the segment. It was fun.
Yeah.
This is a horrible segment. I'm going to cut it out after the stream.
Who's this?
Just finish the segment off nicely with a nice Bean Boozled as well.
Oh, those are the days, guys. My breath has only just recovered as well from that, guys. I tell you, it was like months and months of waking up the next day thinking, well, I won't tell you what I thought, but anyway, I was like, where on earth I put in my mouth last night? Anyway, we got BFAB out there. BFAB, it's been a minute. BFAB, you're going to go Brick World Chicago this year? Hopefully you get to see So Connor out there as well. Gregor Chris is saying just pronouncing Pikachu differently now. Yeah, Peekaboo. We can say, what about you, Carrie? Have you got any particular favourite ones? I mean, they're all very colourful, very cutesy.
I like Squirtle.
You like Squirtle? Oh yeah, Squirtle. I didn't want to say Squirtle because Jay showed us that one earlier on. But yeah, Squirtle. What Jay? What does Squirtle do? I mean, is the devil's in the detail. But what does Squirtle actually do as a superpower?
He shoots water at you like from his mouth.
All right, ask the silly question, guys. Hey,
it's sunglasses. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yes, the Turtle Squad or Squirtle Squad.
Yeah, Squirtle. I mean, that's again. Why are all these tongue twisters tonight? Squirtle gang. Don't Google that. They come up with all sorts of things. That would, I would imagine. There goes. What about you, Martin? Are you into Pokemon? I mean, you like really fluffy things and cutesy looking stuff. I mean,
I'll tell Carl you said that. I remember seeing the cartoon back when it was on, Ant and Dec and Cat Dealey, was it back on maybe?
Yeah, you go back a bit there, mate.
Yeah, when it first started.
TV Live.
Was it Golden the Gopher on it then?
So I remember watching the cartoon when it started, like way back, and I was a fan of the original 151. I remember seeing the first film. All the ones that kind of came later on, I've not really followed or kept up with, but. Yeah, but I wasn't so much a player of the game. I was more a fan of the cartoon and the just the stuff that came out around it. Yeah. But I would, So I know a fair amount of the original ones, but any of the newer ones, I'd be completely lost. So.
Yeah, me too. So that's what I need Bonnie Bricks for. That is, it's going to keep us up to date. It keeps us in touch with our youth. I think this is. I think this is in the top 3 best Lego sets of the year. I would say number 1, but we're only like three months into the year. Jay, I'm going to ask you in a moment what you think about this because I've got a feeling if you I'd be surprised if you don't like it, or like Mario for that boat. But TJ, seeing as you're new one, and let's get your thoughts. But universally, people seem to like this. What's your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I think this is like probably one of the best designs they've done, especially for Nintendo purposes. And like that's why I think I share the same slight concerns as Jay does when it comes to Pokemon. Yeah. Is if they release stuff like designs like very similar to this, it will do phenomenal. Especially because right now the biggest thing is like even going to like these different conventions that have Pokemon cards, and they walk around with a briefcase, and I'm not kidding, a briefcase with Pokemon cards inside of like a hard shell case, inside of a soft shell case, inside of a box. And if they're gonna release something like they did, like LEGO did a phenomenal job, because every person that plays any sort of Nintendo game knows Mario Kart, and same thing. I think if they do the same type of thing with Pokemon, as in like going for maybe the chase cards, as you want to say, like the evolutions for everybody who likes
every year they could bring one of these out. The next one would have to be Donkey Kong. I would hope for that.
Exactly.
At least, anyway.
It's like if they do it like this, and even if they had a whole line, if Nintendo did like Mario, Luigi, Peach, did a whole line of this, I guarantee you people, myself included, would buy the whole line because it looks phenomenal.
I am genuinely right. Bearing in mind, I am not a Mario fan. I am a Star Wars fan. I am more excited for this in May than I am from Star Wars.
Well, what else is Star Wars coming? Is Star Wars really coming out with anything that's like? No,
sorry, that's the problem.
Like
that
anything?
That's the problem, because there's no movies coming out. There's no big event to look forward to. Otherwise, we have got Star Wars Celebration this year in a couple of months. And is it next month? We've got Andor as well. Are you going to that, Jay? Are you going to that by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Oh, dude.
You see all the new Star Wars sets.
Oh, yes. So I mean, you will
photos.
Yeah, we need honestly follow him, folks, on Instagram. You will see the latest and greatest. I would love to go there because I really like the artwork that they've used for it. That making Darth Vader look like a samurai warrior and stuff like that. I think he's just gorgeous. It was really good fun in London when we had it here a couple of years ago as well. And if it's anything like that, I'm not joking, folks. It is humongous. It's as big as Brickworld Chicago. It really is, but even bigger. It takes ages to get around it. It's unbelievable. And then Lego queue, well, some people were queuing for like 3 hours. I waited, I got there straight away. I was queuing up for about 2 hours, but that was fine because everyone was like chirpy and chitty chatty. But it's but I'm excited for you, Jay. I really am. What do you think about this Mario set? I think it's amazing. And like BFAB said earlier on, what did he say? So he got it spot on. He goes, I'm not a Mario fan, but the buildable Mario set is certified beauty. I think if I ever buy this and do a review, I think I'm going to use that line. I will credit you on that one, BFAB. What's your thoughts on it, Jay?
Oh, this thing is crazy. Like it just looks like it just popped out of a video game. Like if you've like if you play Mario Kart, and Mario has very like distinctive features and proportions, and the fact that they've gone out of their way to create a new mold for his nose, his ears, and his mustache just to get the proportions right, just show how serious LEGO are with getting this one right. And yeah, hopefully this is a preview of what we can get with like Pokemon. Like if they can go all out like this for Mario, like what are they gonna do with Pokemon? But this one looks phenomenal. I think the question on everyone's minds is that does he stand? Can he?
I think he does. I honestly, I think he does.
It looks like it does, but they haven't showed that anywhere. So
no, it's not on the box, but I think he can. I think there is. I think
he better. Like I think people would be mad if he doesn't.
I wouldn't even care if the back was kind of quite flat or anything like that. As long as you get like a good sort of front shot of him standing up, something like that. I think that would be quite good.
I think they're going to end up, if they do that, they're going to switch it up
from like any angle. Like if you look at, like if you've seen in like their shots, they're really showing off every single angle of it because it just looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I do agree with Crypto on this one. He says it hurts little as superhero fans how much effort LEGO's putting into these. and Crypto, this goes back to what I was talking to Jay about earlier on. My theory is that Lego, I don't think they've got enough designers. When you think about all these sets that are coming out, so maybe they need to sort of have a smaller catalog and just go for the quality over quantity. But yeah, I got to be honest. It's some of those end game set that's coming out. It's just a bit like, yeah, they're relying too much on things. And why is it, Kevin? Can you tell me why is it? Or maybe even you could, Jay. What is the deal between Lego and Hawkeye? Why do we never get any Hawkeyes? Do you think?
Look, I think for a lot of like licensed teams, especially like especially for stuff like say like Marvel, for example, a lot of any kind of question you have about why don't they do this, why do they do that, why have they done this, a lot of the times the answer is it's because the IP partner wanted this. So that's the unfortunate truth. And yeah, look, it's painful being a Marvel fan at the moment. Hopefully with Fantastic Four, that will give the whole MCU.
I hope so. It looks good. It looks. I'm liking the adverts. The Thing looks like the Thing.
But they like the whole MCU is in a bit of a mess at the moment. Like they have a lot more misses than they have hits at the box office. So they're in a bit of a transition period at the moment till Fantastic Four and Doomsday. Yeah.
So, and you get Galactus. We're going to get Galactus. Like Galactus is one of my favorite villains of all time. We're going to get Doom as well. And honestly, folks, I'm not joking. In my opinion, Doom is Marvel's answer to Darth Vader. He really is. The two have very close correlations between each other. And a great story.
Thingy to be quite good actually as well. Thunderbolts, because the trailers look quite fun for that. So
yeah,
I'm kind of hoping it is.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibes I'm getting from that. It doesn't take itself to. I mean, none of them got superhero powers or anything like that. They don't, do they? You got the geezer with the arm, Winter Soldier.
There's
Winter Soldier in the summer.
I can't remember what his name is, but he's the guy that's in like. No, not Red Guardian. He looks like he's in like almost like hospital pajamas. I can't think of the right words. I think he might have something.
Are we on about Sentry?
Yes, thank you.
Sentry's going to be in it. Sentry's like the most powerful being in Marvel, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty powerful. Yeah. I think there's rumor that Sentry's.
He's no Hawkeye.
No.
I think he could take a couple of arrows. That's for sure. I tell you who I'd like to see. If they're going to go all out superheroes, I'd like to see a bit of Invincible, but that ain't never going to happen. I would love to have that, or maybe anime Planet Battle of the Planets.
I wish they would do like anything with even like DC like superheroes as well, like but not just Batman. Right now. Everything is Batman. There's nothing else for like. I mean, the Flash has got a ton of stuff.
They doubled it this year. No, you're wrong. They doubled it this year. We've got Superman as well already. What do you want?
I mean, it's just like there are so many, and I guess my whole thing is there are so many things with DC Comics that you can do, especially with Green Arrow and the Flash. It's like my two go-tos because I've been a diehard Green Arrow fan. But there are so many things you can do. It like having Star City, having all these different all these different like cityscapes going through. You can do Star Labs, you can do all these big like you can do all that stuff, but like they don't go down that route yet. And I'm not sure why.
Well, I tell you what, the biggest movie this year, I'm just gonna say it here, I'll eat my words later on in the year. The biggest film that's coming out this year, as far as I'm concerned, is Superman. I think that will reboot, and the DC, everyone will be flocking to see the DC universe because it's done by James Gunn. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I just hope the suit's all right and they sort out that boss side thing that he's got going on when he flies with the camera in front of him. They need to fix that one, even if it is right. It kind of doesn't. It's not how people think they look when they fly, which is kind of the perceptual thing.
Is it lanterns as well? They've got like a Green Lantern as a like True Detective type series they've done. So you've got an older one and the younger guy. So he's like the older Lanterns is like mentoring the other guy. So they've got that, and I think it's going to be Earth set as well. So that's going to be like a.
It's Jon Stewart.
Yeah. That's
yes, yeah.
That could be quite interesting.
You got Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Leading.
Well, you got Guy Gardner in the DC film.
And Guy Gardner.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's going to be on HBO, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What's that then?
They've done a good job with Penguin, the Penguin. So
I've got to see the Penguin. Yeah, where can I see the Penguin from?
It's out on DVD now.
DVD.
All right, old man. Where can I stream it from?
There's a VHS tape. I'm pretty sure somewhere around here. Like,
the nearest player to in London to play video is going to be somewhere in Bristol, probably even the same sort of facilities where Gaz lives.
No, my back home.
I love Gaz today. It's out on DVD. Gaz, where can I see it streaming?
On Now TV.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now TV. So that's part of Disney, isn't it, for the UK? Yeah. Oh, I need to
No,
watch
Now
that.
TV separate.
Standalone.
So
Oh, isn't it? Is it separate? No, I'm thinking of Star TV. That's it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I need to watch that.
Too many.
What's that? There are. Why are there so many?
There was 3 channels to watch.
3. I remember there was 2 guys. No, I don't really. But anyway,
you remember when there was 1, don't you?
Ian remembers when there was like 4 radio stations to listen to. Anyway, let's take a look at this, shall we? Before I get in trouble. The BrickLink designer program. So I was part and parcel of the team involved in kind of revealing what we got. But how do we feel about what we got? I was pretty happy in the sense that a lot of people always, I mean, the BrickLink designer program, any series of anything that comes out always gets hammered for one way, shape, or form. This one was hammered because it hasn't got any castles in it, even though we've got an alchemist shop. But let's go to someone who hasn't said anything for a little while. Let's go to Carrie. She's been strangely quiet tonight. Carrie, what was your takeaway from the BrickLink designer program? Do you talk about this on this week's podcast at all?
We did. Yeah, we definitely did. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't yet. No, I didn't have time today yet to do that. I was catching up on stuff. But I will do, though. I will do.
I think there's different things in here, which is nice to see. I like Castle. Yes, everyone loves Castle, but there's been a lot of castles. So it was nice to see something really different. And also, when there's different things, it means you're less likely to want them all, and therefore it saves you some money, which is good.
Yeah.
We've only going to get 2 of them, so that's better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's try and guess what 2 we reckon Carrie's going to get. Madlib, which 2 do you reckon Carrie and Ian's going to get?
I think they'll go for the sushi restaurant.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
And if they're like me, they might go for the alchemist as well.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Am I allowed to say it? No, I'll wait.
No, go wait. Let me ask. let me ask the Jay. Jay, which 2 do you reckon Carrie and Ian should get?
They're gonna go for the ship and the sushi restaurant. If they're
good shouts. They're the 2 I'm definitely going for. Personally, what about you, TJ?
I mean, I only like one of them, so I'm like, I can't really give a great opinion, but if I had to guess, I would say I kind of, because I don't know you very well.
Pretend you're in Carrie's shoes right now.
Like,
God help you.
I don't know her very well, so I'm like, maybe if she wants something very different, I would think Walt and then the sushi restaurant would be like the 2 that my guess would be.
Okay, I'm definitely she's going to go for the sushi restaurant because I think she quite likes sushi, to be honest. Well, Gaz, you've known Carrie for at least 56 years.
She's not that old.
And what
I listened to the podcast and Jay kind of said on there. So
he knows.
He knows. Okay, so in that case, then, Carrie,
It's
reveal
obviously the robots and the armoire. I think.
Well, I would have thought she would go for the robot because she does cute things like that, but it doesn't go with a mushroom
Does it go in a
house.
city though, Greg?
It doesn't go in a city.
No.
So I'm thinking, if I had to put money on it, it'd probably be the sushi and the alchemist shops for you.
Yeah, so that's right. So Madeline was right as well.
Yeah.
The boat's nice, but we already have a boat.
Yeah, we've got quite a few boats. So
the chair's not overly functional. I have slightly larger bottom than that. So
yes, and you proved that tonight. You proved it tonight under laboratory conditions. You proved that tonight. In.
And I like the robot, but I feel like it's a desk toy, and I don't really have a very good desk to put it on.
You've got no space on your desk. Yeah. You poor old wall. It'd be going around the grimace all day long.
You could keep the little cat company.
Oh yeah, the cat is quite cute. Let's have a look at your cat. Is it? He looks like he's doing some arm curls. Look at them arm curls. Look at that.
It's so cute.
Right, hold him up so we can see him.
Well, I'm trying to. Was there a way of like making his arm go? Or...
No.
Oh, okay. I was looking for a little lever. It's just it wobbles.
It just wobbles.
Yeah. Okay.
It just wobbles. That's it. Exactly. Gaz wobbles a lot as well. You know that. Anyway, breathing. So yeah, there's. There we go. Well, there's Walt. Anyway, there he is. There. I quite like him actually. I think he's quite cute. Will I buy him? I don't know. It depends how much he is, to be honest.
Yeah. Still that price.
He should be the cheapest one. I think the sushi shop is going to sell out in a couple of hours.
That's going to be the first one that everybody gets. And I think they just didn't. The ship in particular, I think they selected that one particular set at the wrong time, because you have the Endurance that just came out. That was a phenomenal ship, and then you have the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl ship that's maybe not confirmed, but like everyone apparently says that's going to come out later. So
I don't know when though, do we? I mean, I think it'll be quite a different design. I don't know the Black Pearl. Gaz probably knows that one, but I don't know. Is it so, Gaz? Would you get if you had the choice right now? If Lego were to bring out the Black Pearl, and I genuinely don't know if they are. Let's hope so though. What would you rather get, Gaz? The privateer frigate Fortuna. Or I thought it was a fishing trolley. What's the word? Fishing trawler. That's it. When they mentioned Fortuna, I thought it was like the ship was designed for tuna. Honestly, I did, and then I looked at it. I was like, "That's a bullshit. It's got 20 cannons on it."
Anyway. Already on the floor for that, because that would have been.
Did anyone else think that as well? It's Fortuna. I was like,
no one else.
So you've now got that moment, and then the run as well, Carrie. So you're the set now. So
I can't be the only one that thought that. There must be someone else out there. Come on, someone out there admit it in the chat, please. For the love of God.
That's that guy in Star Wars called Fortuna as well, isn't it? Is it Bib Fortuna?
Oh, Bib Fortuna. Yeah.
But yeah.
And
that sounds more like it as well.
Yeah.
2 hours down, the operations director's giving me instructions here.
But in answer to your question, the Black Pearl.
The black really, Gaz. You go back, you stick in the back. Oh, honestly, he's stacking his ways, old guys.
No, it's just pirates, isn't it? Proper pirates.
But what about this? Is this not proper pirates?
Oh yeah, well these are privateers, aren't they? They were hired to attack pirates. They were hired to,
see, that's more me. That's
pirates.
The thing.
Yeah.
So I love pirates. This is the worst thing in the world. This is. I'm in such a paradox here. I love the theme pirates. I just don't like pirates. I like the I like the army boys that are in it, the navy. So guys, who would win in a battle then? This versus the Black Pearl. Who would win?
The Black Pearl.
I'm gonna kill them. The Black Pearl. Black Pearl, absolutely for sure.
Right. That's just.
Why the Black Pearl? Why would the Black Pearl? How many cannons has the Black Pearl got? This has got 20.
Well, it's got Captain Jack Sparrow, isn't it? So what more do you want?
There we go.
It's a I do like
designed Fortuna ship fishing. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry, I missed that question. What was that coming in?
Oh no, I do like the way it looks, but like after, I'm telling you right now, the Endurance, in my opinion, is one of the most prestigious ships I have ever seen.
But it's not minifigure scale. This thing's
no.
huge.
Oh, it's massive. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like it is when it comes to a display piece, like people will turn and look at that saying, "Oh my gosh, look at that ship." Versus
they will. You sound like that meme. You sound like that meme. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, look at that. I knew you was going to go bring it to that. Would you look at that? I knew you was going to go into that. That's someone who's done too many skits, I tell you.
A little bit.
That is hilarious. Okay, so let's have a look at the Alchemist shop. Ian. Yeah. What do you like about the Alchemist shop so much?
So, I mean, it's obviously when you talked about it on the stream, there's a lot of talk about the blacksmiths and how they go together. And I think you can see that. And it's designed following the same principles. So you've got the fact that you can open it up and you can see inside, and you've got that nice modularity to it. And then it's got some really nice design features on, like that. The bottle sticking onto the roof, it just looks great. Yeah. So I think, and I do worry a little bit about the scale of it, because if we put this and the blacksmiths next to something like Castle in the Forest or even Lion Knight's Castle, they're so much bigger than a castle in terms of scale. Because minifigure scale is such a rough scale. But I think hopefully we can make it work in the city, having both of them kind of in the forest.
Yeah,
so that's the.
I think you can.
Yeah,
the figures look all right on it. I mean, we get one of those. We get a few different sort of ranges from knights there as well, which is kind of nice to see.
I mean, I think the minifigures are the most likely thing to change. That seems to be how the BrickLink designer program works at the moment. Is that they make quite a lot of changes to the minifigures. Whether that's because they will look at other parts, because I know when you're putting in a design, you've got quite a limited palette.
Yeah.
They might expand it out and have different factions in there or even more unique pieces made for it. So I would guess that's the area which is most likely to change, but we will find out in, I think it's February when we can start actually ordering these.
Yeah. I said a little while off. I mean, you're looking at 18 months, but it's coming in every 4 months. I mean, I honestly, today was the first time I kind of thought to myself, "Oh, is there a little bit too much? These waves are coming in." I'm not talking about just BrickLink designer program.
Greg?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe today I just kind of sat down and really thought about it, and I was like, there is a lot of waves coming at people. I mean, Lego Ideas as well. Lego Ideas has literally got a backlog now of sets that they've got to build in the coming years. So I don't know. What about you, Jay? What one was you particularly fond of that got announced from the BrickLink Designer Program Series 7?
I'm gonna be quite controversial here. So objectively, I think the sushi restaurant and the ship will do very well. The Alchemist shop will also do pretty well. I think for the most part, what people don't really get about the Alchemist shop is that I think it's only got about 2,000-ish pieces. So that will make it, say, a $200 set, which is one of the more affordable castle sets to come out of BrickLink. I think a lot of people aren't. Yeah. That's going to be a big plus, I think, for people. It's not a stupidly expensive like Mountain Fortress or something, so that's good. I like the sushi restaurant, but this is something I think a lot of people haven't quite picked up on.
Oh, here we go.
Really, the design isn't really a sushi restaurant. Like it's like in the traditional sense, sushi restaurants don't look like that. It's more of a Japanese like tea house or a guest house, not so much a sushi restaurant. And
I think the designer talked about that, didn't he? That he tried to just get as much.
Yeah,
it crammed it with stuff.
Features inside, so from the outside, it's kind of meant to look like a sushi shop, and then the inside is more all the different parts of kind of Japanese culture, where you've got things like the fire and open like pit fire and stuff like that. So I think that's nice trying to get all those details in. I think the only thing that I'm not overly excited about is the tram.
Yeah,
I love that design. Is there anyone else out there like the design of the tram? I think it's absolutely lovely. It is something that you could sort of cut out and you wouldn't really miss it.
You'd pay for it still.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think if you're a Ninjago, like I'm a diehard Ninjago fan, so like this kind of fits with Ninjago's style, like very, very well. And that's like the one reason why I'm drawn to it is that you can really easily finagle that through a Ninjago like portion of the city.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You got something there for Castle fans. I mean, that was the thing. Castle fans. Do you think Lego had been promising them like a castle for 5 years or something like that? There is something there for Castle fans. They don't get enough of these, so grab them while you can. I say. No one's mentioned the antique collection yet. Is anyone on the panel liking that? It's not really my thing. Gaz, you watch old TV shows. Would you buy an antique collection Lego set?
It's a nice design. It's just not for me because I don't generally like real world objects as Lego.
No, you don't.
I don't really quite understand why you'd want one when you could just get the real thing. But it is nice. It's got some nice details on it, and it does look, very detailed and ornate. But yeah, it's just not one for Gaz.
Yeah. And what about you, Madly? Which one kind of floats your boat?
I'm the same as Carrie. I like the Alchemist and the Sushi Restaurant. Those are probably the two I would pick up when they released. I do have the Blacksmith, and I do have the Fun Hole Apothecary set as well. Ooh, so that would fit with these as well. So yeah, and I as you know, from Bricktastic, I got the Lion Knight's Castle. I've still got to pick up the Medieval Town Centre. So yeah, so it's like I got a medieval bit going on, but yeah, and as like what Ian was saying, I think what you could do with these, if you did have a city, I don't have the space for a city, but you could do a forced perspective where the larger stuff could be at the front. You could have the castle up the back with the medieval town centre just in front, kind of up a hill, kind of try and do a forced perspective thing and have the larger buildings down front, kind of thing. I think that would work in a city space. Maybe
I think it would as well. I think the Alchemist shop is the perfect neighbour for the Blacksmith. I think the Sushi Restaurant is really intriguingly cool. I think TJ's absolutely spot on where that would work so well in an Ninjago cityscape. Walt kind of sits on its own, really. It's if you've got a couple of the Star Wars droids and stuff like that, I think it'd be good. And Privateer, Frigate Fortuna, well. If the rumors are to be kind of believed, then if we do get a Black Pearl this year, I mean, by the time we come to buying this next year, Gaz, or even then, just crowdfunding it, you might think to yourself, "I'll just buy it anyway," because it will go well with the Black Pearl potentially. But I don't know, Gaz, with the Black Pearl, would you be expecting it to come with proper sales?
Yeah, they did that with the last version. So I think Lego do sales on their actual sets rather than if it's like a 3-in-1. They generally do brick built. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. All right, interesting. Anyone, Ian? Any last points on which? How do you think Walt will do, Ian? From your perspective, how do you think that one will sell?
I don't think Walt will sell very well. I suspect a lot of people are going to be shocked by the price of it.
Yeah.
Because what if it's $50? What if it's like 50 USD?
It's actually quite sizable. So I think, $50
to $60.
How many pieces is it?
I'm thinking like 75, 80.
Oh,
I'm kind of imagining it.
Yeah. Because they're big pieces as well. They're big parts, aren't they?
They are. And, you got your tape measure out on the stream. It's a lot bigger than you see from the picture. It looks like quite a small, cute thing because, as we said, it could go next to the cat. But it's about twice as high as the cat.
Yeah.
So I think when people see the price, they're going to be slightly put off.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, there is a story, by the way. So I don't know why we both seem we pre the stream. We both had measuring tapes on us. He was measuring something. I was measuring something. I said, "I'll tell you what we do."
We should talk about that on the stream.
Anyway, he gave me CPA gave me his measurements in inches. I gave him mine in millimeters. Sounds bigger. And anyway, we're talking about bricks here, by the way, folks. That's Lego bricks, in case you wondered. And anyway, so then I said, look, if something goes wrong on the stream or something like that, we'll use the tapes, we'll use the props. Well, anyway, about 5 minutes into the stream, something goes wrong. They didn't bring him in. They were meant to bring the designer in at the same time. They didn't. And so we were kind of like feeding our way into sort of keeping the stream going and stuff. So that was the hardest part of the whole stream. It really was. And then we got our tapes out straight away. But honestly, folks, that stream was mad. We had so many things that were flying around at the same time. But they put a lot of effort into it.
I think my favourite bit was at the end. When it cut back to him in
oh yeah,
turn the lights off. I mean that.
Oh yeah, they did. It was in the Lego house.
Yeah,
yeah. Poor Alex. It was like I was saying, next time take a light with you or something like that. But yeah, the Sure Bricks says, I wonder if any of these will go unfunded. Well, I mean, they only have to get 3,000. Gaz, what do you think about that? Is that a possibility?
I mean, I'd hope not really, just because people have put a lot of work in, and people have obviously voted for them to get that far. In the
that's the thing.
There should be a market out there, but the trouble is with anything that's crowdfunded, people just say they want it just because they like the look of it, but when it actually comes to it, they don't really put the money where their mouth is. At least.
Well, that's the thing, though. Wasn't that what happened with Castle back in the day? People go, well, I love castles and stuff like that, but then they'd be like, well, we're not going to make any more castles because they just wasn't selling. But and just sticking on the castle thing for a bit, BrickLink, as far as I'm aware, will always go with the ones that are very, very popular. Like the top 2 votes will pretty much always go through. So you've got to factor that in as well. But something I wonder that they have to factor in as well, and obviously I don't know this, folks, because I don't work for Lego and I certainly don't work for BrickLink. And I'm not even in LAN, is I wonder if they have to factor what's coming from Lego this year as well. So, for example, the potential rumor of the Black Pearl coming out, and we've got a 3-in-1 castle as well that's been rumored to coming out as well. So they have to. There are very strict variables that they probably need to stick by to think. Well, they don't want to oversaturate the market because they do want it to sell. So I reckon it's always an intriguing meeting. They probably have like the top 7 or maybe 8 that they want to pick, and then maybe they have to have like a meeting, affiliate meeting with Lego, because BrickLink are very much their own entity, and then take it from there. What I will say, something I did learn, is that when I got asked to go on the BrickLink reveal, they and I had the meeting with them on the Tuesday. It was only the Tuesday before, so bearing in mind that's probably 5 days. At that point, that's when they knew. They literally came out the meeting and then had the meeting with me. They said, we've just finished the meeting, we've got the 5 that we're going to go with, and now because obviously we're all aware of who's won at that point, so I could do a bit of research, and then you take it from there. So it is really interesting. It's a very quick turnaround, and they kind of their sort of style is a very swarm effect. They throw everybody at it for that period of time, they turn it around, and then it's kind of got a life of its own. It's very, very interesting to see, and honestly, folks, the people at BrickLink are genuinely passionate on all levels about their thing. And guys, I don't know if you've noticed this as well, but they seem to be really pushing out the more personable side of BrickLink as opposed to Lego, and they seem to be injecting some interest into studio as well. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, there was a couple of streams, haven't they? They've put on their YouTube channel recently as well about it. I noticed. So yeah, maybe they're just trying to get more people to do it that way, because you can get onto the palette then as well, and then you can take part as well. So it's just helping maybe to build like a wider BrickLink community, I suppose, or maybe even a BrickLink studio community, I suppose. It's quite cool. It's a nice
Well,
idea.
I think it is. But it's all it's all. I think it's a good thing because I think the good thing about studio is that you can kind of get into it, design it, and not buy any Lego. There are plenty of people in our community that never buy Lego, yet they'll do videos on it. They'll talk about, say, the history of a certain theme, or they'll talk about the Lego news and stuff like that. They never actually have to do it, and that's why I always hark back to Lego being being an AFOL is more a state of mind than anything. It's not just about buying Lego. That's really just a very small part of it, and it's definitely not my main thing for being into it as well.
Studio, I think studio is great. You should definitely normalize more digital building, and it's such a great way to put you on a even playing field. Like, you don't need to have the biggest Lego collection or parts collection to build or be creative, and I think that's something that should be celebrated, because it doesn't gatekeep mocking or design. Like, if you look at a lot of the BDP sets, some of these are a lot of these are just built entirely in studio. So I think it's a great thing to have pretty much the entire Lego palette of parts, and being able to be creative with it. And essentially become the closest thing to a Lego designer if it makes it all the way through.
And some of those people, some of them have got got a couple of designs in the go, because don't forget this the guy that's done the sushi restaurant, he's also done the gold mine in the previous one, so he's doing pretty well out of this. He is. That's a nice check coming his way, and you know what, it's deservedly so as well. Let's just see what they're saying out there in the chat. Got Lego Team B out there saying the BrickLink Designer Program asks rate, i.e., do you like them? It's not limited vote or would you buy questions. Just saying. No, and that's totally fine to say that. Jules Brown says, I love how CPA Foal stated the stream all calm and pro. Then he put Greg on, and it was like, this is nuts, this is massive. It was perfect cross Atlantic double acts. It was, and this is why it works. And you've got to remember this, folks, right? BrickLink, honestly, I've been spoke to them, and I've always been a kind of an advocate for BrickLink, and I'm not going to be on the next one, like Shai wouldn't be on it. They'll get someone else on for Chicago, which is the next announcement. You got to remember, I'm not in LAN. CPA Fault isn't in LAN, right? But BrickLink is very much part of Lego. Everybody who works at BrickLink have all got Lego.com kind of email addresses. So for them to use people that aren't in LAN is a big deal. And I think that shows you them reaching into a different side of the AFOL community. So I think that is something. Lego BrickLink can be a lot of things to a lot of people, and I know a lot of Castle people were a little bit upset this week and stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, BrickLink are delving and immersing themselves a little bit deeper into the AFOL community. And on that note, we've got two gay foals out there as well saying happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you boys as well. Hope you're all good and well. So I think that we'll park that for the new sets of the week and the rumblings that we've been talking about on that. Because let's face it, guys and girls, we could literally talk all day about it. We really could. But we've got to get on to some of the segments, I think. Otherwise, we'll be here till midnight. I can't have that because, well, first of all, let's find out what Carrie's eating before we go to this week's PMQ. That looks like pizza.
Yeah.
It is pizza.
Oh, it is pizza. Oh, he's got burnt crumbly bits. I like those, though. They're my favourite bits.
I'm going to eat them. Ian left them, but I'll eat them.
Are you? All right. Make sure you chew it, though. Ian, did you have the same pizza?
Yes, yeah. So Friday nights, typically we have pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's a quick meal, and then, we can get ready for coming on London Calling.
Yeah, so we're not late.
Apart from when we drop painting time radiators.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, actually. You should recreate the act for us. What was the picture? What was the picture that fell behind the radiator? We might as well get the full facts, Gaz?
Is it a badger?
Yeah, it's a badger.
A badger?
It's
a badger on your wall? Well, whose picture
No,
is that?
we didn't have it on the wall. That was the point. It was just lent on the radiator.
It was lent on the radiator, not fully committed to putting it on the wall. Okay, I see.
I don't know where it's going yet.
Which would have been worse, though, to fall behind the radiator, the picture or the pizza?
I could live without the pizza.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I can buy another pizza. This isn't like a one.
Is this Carrie we're speaking to here? It would continuously be cooking, guys. Could you imagine that? It'd be the eternal
pizza.
pizza.
There's a number on it that says it's one of so many prints, and I'm just like, well, now it's kind of scratched. It's fine.
The poor old badger. Then, all right. Anyway, so on that note, then this week's PMQ panel members' question comes to us from King Oldendorf, of all people, and he asks us, the panel, and of course the lovely chat out there, the following question.
Hello everyone, King Oldendorf, and you find me over on YouTube and Twitch, and this is my question for Greg and London Corn panel. You remember video and hidden side theme that relied on an app, but both themes retired quickly, which brings to the question, should LEGO keep using LEGO theme to be app support or not, or rely on app support? And with that, over to you.
Very calling question indeed. Thank you, KO, King Oldendorf. There he is out there. It's an intriguing one. And I picked that one for this week because, of course, Pokemon. Pokemon is a computer game. It's a card game. So I think, where should I go first? I think I'm going to ask Jay first. Jay, what's your thoughts about maybe LEGO doing some crazy kind of game with Pokemon? Is it a good idea, or should they stick to what they do really, really well and just stick to doing kind of block builds and stuff like that? Or do you think that they should keep in the digital kind of world as well? Where's your thoughts with that, Jay?
Oh man, like a Lego Star Wars type or like Lego Horizon game in like merge with like Pokemon would be insane. I don't think they'll do it because Pokemon do keep a very tight lid on what they release. But I don't know, stranger things have happened, and yeah, I don't know. I would love to see a Lego Pokemon game. I think it will happen maybe down the line if it sells like hotcakes and Pokemon see the value of it. But I don't know. I think that's possible, but highly unlikely. And I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. If anyone's wondering where LiftNBricks just went off, he's had to literally fly off, folks, to pick up his sister from the airport. So that's why he's had to do a quick stage left. He hasn't got bad internet or Wi-Fi or anything like that. He's had to fly. So yeah, and it is honestly, this is a great question. I genuinely want to know. I think
on the app itself, on apps, I don't think we will see the end of like Lego apps for future teams or just how people interact with Lego. A lot of people tend to like point to hidden side or even video as kind of like failure. But the thing about like innovation is you gotta have failure. You gotta try all things, and good on Lego for giving stuff like that a crack. And because sometimes they just work. There are two apps that Lego have that people don't realize are really executed really well. The first is the Builder app. I'm not sure if you've used the Builder app.
That is brilliant. I use that on my live streams for myself.
Yeah, like building a set or like rebuilding a set, especially like if you accidentally drop a set and you need to like piece it together, the ability to like 3D pan and zoom into like a build as you're going along is very, very underrated. Like some people kind of like, ew, it's digital building instructions, I'm never gonna do that. But it has its cases, and I've used it quite a lot for when I've accidentally like dropped or like destroyed a set and I need to like put it back together. That's quite useful. And this is probably only for like parents with like very young kids, but the Lego Duplo Train app is unreal how good it is. Like,
is it? Oh wow.
Yeah. Like you can program your like Duplo train to like have like different effects, and you can control it from the app. Like
I'm gonna have to get this train because we have featured the train a couple of times when we've been looking at stuff, and we're going, ha, there's Duplo, and then when we've looked into it, haven't we, guys? We've gone, this is a really good like train. This is a good train set.
It's one of the best. Like it puts like, you know, like Powered Up or like any of like other like Lego. What's the other programming one? Boost or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. They went through a couple, didn't they? Really quick.
It's really well made.
Yeah, I honestly, I might wait till the sales and just buy it or do a live stream of a Duplo. I mean, something where I did mention a few months ago. Certainly, Mayo. I don't know if he's out there tonight. He won't let me forget it either. But we'll see. Let's go up to Carrie. Carrie, Lego digital. Should they continue it being a thing?
I think if they do, they need to try harder sometimes because they haven't got the best track record of things, and they're also not very good at, once they've done something, supporting it long term. So like Hidden Side, like there was actually quite a good game to it, and the people who got into it then can't play it anymore, I assume, because they retired it. So it's kind of frustrating to invest your time and effort into getting good at something and enjoying something, and then it's gone. So I'd say people are probably upset about video, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, I mean,
that app was rubbish.
Lego have been really quite innovative with technology in the past. So if you consider Mindstorms, like the original Mindstorms, where you could do visual programming, that came out before Spark did, and so partly because one of the developers of Spark joined the Lego Mindstorms team, and then they just managed to get it out first. And so, you know, that was hugely innovative. You know, allowing kids to be able to program in a much more intuitive, visual way, allowing them to start at an early age. So they've done some really great stuff like that. And then they did video, which was just a mess. They came out with something that is aimed at young children, but would only run on top spec phones.
Yes,
it was a complete disaster, and that's just I don't know whether that was that they didn't take into account that AR is quite a complex system, and at that time, a lot of phones just wouldn't cope with the AR, and so therefore they had to go more expensive, and it just meant that it was a failure for most people because you're not going to spend £1,000 on a phone and then let a 6-year-old play with it. You know, it's just not something that you're going to do.
Especially when they start going through your chats and stuff. You're like, oi!
So, you know, so they've had some really good cases in the past where it's worked, and then some quite big disasters. I don't think the app for Hidden Side was too much of an issue. I mean, some people liked it. I think the bigger issue with Hidden Side was that
marketing. They didn't market the sets.
It was impossible to know what you were buying from looking at the box.
They argue that. Lego do argue that, but it's really tough to know what it is you're buying, and it's a shame because do you know what I like to have seen? What I like to have seen, and a lot of people they loved Hidden Side. And even now, I came across one of my tour sets earlier on this week, and I was like, these are really good sets. They could have just ditched the app side of it and just stuck with the theme, Jay. But they decided to just let the whole thing go, which was a shame because people do seem to like these ghosts and ghouls kind of themes. It's a constant that always seems to be around with Lego, and people definitely seem to have liked it. So yeah, but Carrie, what about would you like to see Pokemon potentially have some sort of tie-in with Lego and the games and that kind of thing? Oh,
I knew he was going to go. Ian just sort of stuck him up there. I mean, I'm not overly bothered about Pokemon, so I don't really care too much. But I mean, it would make sense to, wouldn't it? Because it's what people are expecting. But yeah, I'm not bothered either way.
If you consider actually when we talk about tech and the apps and stuff, the Mario stuff is really good. Like
yes, that's solid.
the really good thing about that is that it's not an app. It's you're still physically moving the stuff around, and so because a lot of people dislike the idea of their kids staring at a phone, and so by using tech, sorry, Carrie's doing weird stuff.
Just trying to work out.
What, Carrie? Can you show us what that is? Because I see.
But yeah, so whether they could do something similar with Pokemon and use the same technology with the scanners reading the tiles, that'd be really interesting to see what they can do.
Yeah. No, fair game. Fair game. I'll be running through the chat in just a moment, folks. Do you get your comments in? We're going through them. It's good to see Chad out there, as well as 2K files. We're nearly at 50 likes, folks. Come on, keep those likes coming. Where should we go next? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go to the Mad Lib himself, Martin. Martin, apps, Lego.
Yeah.
Should they continue to develop such a thing, or should they just let it lie and just focus on the physical side of stuff more? What's your kind of thoughts and opinions and hopes on that?
I think with Pokemon, they do have an opportunity to develop something new, because obviously a lot of the Pokemon is based around the game. So they could do things where if you buy the Lego set, you'll then get an exclusive skin for your Pokemon that you could get in game or something. I think also it's only just coming around that Dimensions is no longer going to be able to play because the upgrading in systems is going to outdate it.
So, Connor, you're not going to be able to play it anymore.
So I think with systems updating, they're not going to carry it forward. So there's a thing about Dimensions at the moment that's not going to be able to continue to be played. That's going to be timed out. But I don't know.
Guys, don't ever unplug your laptop.
Don't throw away your old
internet.
Don't throw your old consoles, because the newer ones you won't.
It's true.
It should be all right.
So but yeah, with Pokemon again, you've also got the Pokemon Go app. There's so much stuff around Pokemon already, which is app-based or phone-based and stuff that you could play. There's Pokemon battle arenas. There's things that you could interact with. So have the physical and not only just apps, but consoles and stuff. So there is opportunity, I think, with Pokemon to do that kind of thing. It's just how they approach it. Or even, as you say, like physical interactions where maybe if you have a brick-built card of your Pokemon, you can scan which action you want him to do and then have it facing another Pokemon and they actually battle, and you have like a little readout on your phone of their life or something. I don't know. I'm throwing ideas out there. But yeah,
Did anyone ever play with... They had like racing cars, and there was an app for that where it would basically do AR bits and have like a flag sort of thing for the finish line. But I'm wondering, you could do something fairly similar with Pokemon. So essentially, you have an arena, you put a Pokemon at either side, and then you watch it through your phone and you trigger certain attacks, and then you get the kind of attacks happening on the screen. They could do something like that, which I think would be really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no, I think so too. I think it'd be very cool. And don't forget, folks, I can't believe no one said it yet. But don't forget Fortnite. And so we said Horizon earlier on, but Fortnite is a thing. But apparently, it's because it's kind of Lego-fied the game. The game isn't quite as Fortnite as people would like, but they've come out with an amazing first wave of sets from Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, it won't be that long. We should be getting a second wave.
Well, I think with Fortnite as well, they're offering up their like Fortnite are offering up their kind of their basic of world building to help people develop games as well. So Fortnite are actually helping people who want to make games using their platform to make games.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah.
And it must be cool to play Fortnite and actually have the physical model in front of you. Like, that's really cool. There's something there, something that promotes and inspires people to build stuff and maybe program stuff. I don't know. There's lots of things. Gaz, so what? Apart from the epiphany,
I'm sulking now.
Look at him, look. He's like, I've got to be able to play my Doctor Who somehow, even if it's only on Windows 3.1. Gaz, so
3.0.
Oh, blimey, that's going right back. That is, jeez, it's pre-DOS. Anyway, what's your thoughts on to digital or not to digital? Gaz, that is the question.
I think, as everyone said, really, I think, and there's been a few comments in chat as well. I think the Pokemon is a good doorway in to try and do something with it. I was going to say you could do something. I think you could kind of use what they've done with previous stuff as well there in a way, because you could kind of do, so you know the video you had the what they call beat boxes, those things you get. You could do that if they were going to go down the minifigure line for Pokemon. You could have something like that, but like a round Pokeball with the minifigure in, and then you could use that on almost like a dimensions type thing. You could sort of just have like the tag on the bottom, and it would just take the information from that, and you could then battle it with people, and then, you know, one-upmanship, or in the battle, you know, you get the extra points or whatever. So I think there is a way that they could do something with it. You know, you just need to be able to scan it and then just sort of see it, or just be able to interact with it in a different way, even if it is digital through a screen or on your phone, or even then, but you still got the physical toy as well. Then, so you know, if you didn't want to do that, or you didn't have the phone, you could still actually physically battle, you know, like you did with the trading cards. You could kind of just do it that way. So I think it is a good way in to be able to do lots of different ways of play, but still having Lego at the core of it all.
Yeah, Lego has to be at the heart of it, and at each stage of whatever it is you're doing. Intriguing question, really good question, KO. A short question, but look at the chat that it's generated. With that in mind, let's have it back again, and then we'll dive in and see what the chat are saying about KO's question this week for the PMQ.
Hello everyone, Kino and you find me over on YouTube and Twitch, and this is my question for Greg and London panel. You remember video and hidden side theme that relied on an app, but both themes retired quickly, would bring to the question, should LEGO keep using LEGO theme to be app support or not, or rely on app support? And with that, over to you.
Awesome question. So let's see what they say out there in chat land as well. We've got Gregor Crick saying, hello, K-Off. Interesting questions. Salexscape says, great question, KO. I think they should stay away from apps. Just stick to the bricks. Interesting, sticking to the bricks. We've got hidden embarrassment for hearing my own voice. Don't worry, mate. You get used to it after about 50 years. You got the really who say, good question, KO. Pabu saying, great question, KO as well. A lot of love out there for this question, KO. Salescape, Mattel is saying, I agree. Lego should stick to the bricks. Blimey, there's a lot of stick to the bricks out there. Hashtag stick to the bricks. They could start a new thing, a new revolution. Menard goes on to say, says, I don't think app support should be a factor into the theme. Longevity of Lego themes will be hinged on the lifespan of the app. Don't bother and stick to without. Very cool, nicely constructed sentence there as well, Menard. I like it. Lego Team B says, you nailed it, KO. Brandon Smith goes on to say, as regards to Lego Pokemon infusing, I like that. That's a lovely word, infusing social play. Maybe there might be a way to implement the battles. Brandon, I think that is a really, really good idea. That would 100% promote people building more Lego sets. In fact, I liked it so much I even commented on it as well. Gregor Craig says 100% agree, Jay. I just feel bad for anyone who has or who was a fan of these short-lived themes. I'm liking this. We're going to get on to Babu's one now. Gaz can start teeing up this week's mock the week, which is going to be jolly exciting because this week it's going to be someone on who was a contestant on the German Lego Masters, which is jolly exciting. Papu goes on to say, Brendan Smith, some sort of AR app where you can battle with your Lego Pokemon sets. Would be cool. Very, very cool. Paul F saying, great question, KO as well. And yeah, Lego Team B, Greg, Duplo, the summoning begins. This is us talking about the train, Jay. I honestly, every few weeks, something happens on London Calling, and it just kind of hooks me back into the Duplo train. Could be a thing. Who knows? Minart goes on to say, you did brilliant, KO. Don't worry. Honestly, KO, everybody hates listening to their own voice. Video. Back in the day, they did say video killed the radio star. Was always for the figs. The app was mid. And do you know what? This is the funny thing. I don't know if BFAB and Cy O'Connor are still out there. I remember a good 3, maybe even 4 years ago when video first came out. The day video came out and you could purchase their stuff, or maybe it was the day they were announced. I think it was the day it was announced. The day it was announced, me and Cy, we were doing a backlog stream, and we both were saying how much we liked it. BFAB was out there in the chat, and he said, I'll say it now, this will fail. And I got to be honest, he was totally right. It was literally, it failed. In fact, there wasn't one set that I bought a video in the UK that was actually full price. Everything was like, it was like massively reduced. Real kisses. I feel bad for the 1 or 2 video fans. No, there were a lot of video fans, and a lot of the CMF series that we currently get, especially in the last series, are all born out of video. They really were. Brandon Smith goes on to say, Paboo, what I mean by social play is play without apps or screens, like literally trading Pokemon with other people through battles. Yeah, I like that. I think that is a cool idea. There is like a sort of, almost need like a sort of like a giant board game or something like that, but kind of Lego fight or something like that. I still have the Shrimp Shack to build as well, says Mark. So do I. A lot of people love the hidden side stuff. I remember Argos did some cracking sales for that. Conference call is done. Time for London Calling. Great to have you back, Chad. It really is. And so saying hidden side is technically on a hiatus. It really is. It really is. Chad's saying that he loves the hidden side sets. I have a bunch. Sad it's gone. Yeah, me too. It's brilliant. Guys, if you're interested in it, we'll do a hidden side stream. I don't think we should wait until Halloween for it. I think we should just do it. If that's what we fancy, dust off some of the old hidden side sets and do one. Unpopular opinion, but Lego needs to bring in the playability that will be well received from the AFOLs too. The Pokemon theme. Pokemon are not for display. They are built for battle. Intriguing. This is kind of like slight edginess to it. The cool thing about that, Bonnie, is just up here, someone mentioned that as well. So obviously, great minds think alike. I think we're nearly there. Menarch saying that the Mario style tiles to scan and then digital build you from Pokemon can be added to a Pokedex and the battle with friends. Yeah, that is the thing. It kind of in that way it creates some sort of sociability thing as well. Yes, Brandon Smith. We are the same gen and thinking the same. There we go. Very, very good. Brandon Smith was, of course, came up with the idea. Very, very cool indeed. So yeah, great question from Kyoko. Thank you so much for that. So that was pretty much, I think we got to the last one. Oh, here we go. Jules has just crept in here. Video was only good for the figs, which are more easily collected in the secondary market. Yeah, I don't know what price-wise what they go for, but honestly, folks, they are great. And don't forget as well, there were those printed tiles that you could buy with them, as well as coming in those great cases that get used quite nicely as well for the new Hashima stuff as well. So that great question. Thank you so much for that, KO. Thank you everybody for answering that as well. Do me a little favor. Please do check out KO. You'll find all these details down in the description below. We don't just put the people on the panel. Everybody who kind of inputs into the stream as well, into the podcast, will feature everywhere they possibly can as well. So we're coming up a little bit later. We're going to have some Soapboxastic stuff. But just before that, I think it's time for this week's Mock the Week. Okay, after two hours and 40 minutes of continuous talking, finally pass over to someone else to chat and tell us about this, because you sent me this a little bit earlier on, Gaz, and I just think she's unbelievable. I love her eye for detail and for her style. So
Yeah, it's really, really
That's
cool.
all about it, guys. The com is yours, my friend.
So this is, I'm probably going to say the name wrong, so I do apologize ahead of that. So it's tina.leeds on Instagram. So yeah, so she was, so this, the build that I'm going to look at actually popped up on my feed or Insta feed earlier on. Yeah, so she was in LEGO Masters Germany 2021 and All Stars 2024. I think that was Australia. But so you can just see straight away looking at this, we've got some really, really amazing insect builds here that she's done, which I just think are really, really gorgeous. I'll come to the one that popped up shortly, but just have a quick look through the page. This is another really cool one. So this is just the head of the pigeon, she's called it, which looks great. And then you're getting closer and it got all this behind it as well. And it's just, love the fact that it's kind of like a picture one side and then you go into it, it's something more again. So really, really cool. Really, really like that idea. The eye's quite cool as well. I think that's, I don't know if that's like a, honestly, it's just
I think I blinked for a second and then I was like, what am I looking at all of a sudden?
It's brilliant. I love it though, because it's just,
what is that style called, guys? I've never seen anything like that before.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
It was just a cute little bird, and then some terrible things happened.
Yeah, well, it's certainly something interesting. Well, you know, it's a pigeon. I mean, that's probably what goes on in their heads anyway.
Is she related to Nicole? I'm just getting a similar vibe there.
I don't know, Nicole. Are you in chat still? Can you tell us? But yeah, so she's got that's one of the other builds on her page. I mean, she's got then pictures from her time on LEGO Masters as well. But you can just see some of the builds that she's put together here as well. You got like this really great looking avatar face here. Really, really lovely scene here with like a saber-toothed tiger. Just like crawling along, and I just love the actual shaping of the animals in this and like the positioning. But the one that got my attention today was this, just a dragonfly. But I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It's not huge because you know they've got the she's used the crowbar pieces here for the legs, and then they've got like the Ninjago blades for the wings. But it's just really quite elegant, and it actually just looks quite delicate as well. And I love the fact that she's got the design there, and then you've just got like the picture of it behind as well. Of the dragonfly. Yeah, it's you can see sort of how well she's sort of copied it, well not copied it, but replicated, I should say, or put it into the brick world as it were. Really, really lovely. You've got small views here, but you can see again all the parts she's used here. So there is a lot of I think it's all pearl gold. You've got like just like some of these, I can't remember what these are actually called. Yeah, and then just the studs. Then there's just the one by one round studs just stacked up, and it's just really, really, really lovely. There's really, really nice. And then she's got this here, which is really, really nice. She's just got it out in the wild, just like where the dragonfly would actually be on the water. I can't remember if she throws it in or not. No, she doesn't. Brilliant. For 1 second, I just thought on it. But it's just, I just love the fact that, and it's not even huge. It's just she managed to get so much in such a small little construction, and that's one of the reasons why I love it. But as I said, on her page as well, she has got like a series of insects that she's done. So we've got like a bee here, and again, some really, really lovely detail, and then great part usage again. You've got the Master Wu hat here, again crowbars for the legs, which seems to be quite a good idea. Actually, they do seem to work really well. We've just got like the dome pieces there. Yeah, it's just just
the curve on the back as well. The shaping,
really good. It's just,
and it's got a little hat. So yeah.
In case it rains. And then we have another one out in the wild, as it were. But you can see they're not huge, but again, just super detailed, and just love it. Absolutely think they're brilliant. And it's a really nice little series as well she's done.
I think it's realistic enough that if she came near me with that, I would run away. So,
isn't it nice that she's doing them all one color, the monochrome, all in gold?
Yeah.
I mean, that is, I like the monochrome stuff. That is definitely a thing, isn't it? With Lego.
Yeah, definitely. And when you pick the right color as well, it just takes off completely. I mean, the series. I mean, she's done. What's it? We've got 5 so far. I mean, where's it going to go from here? Is it, what other creatures is she going to replicate?
Yeah, this kind of makes me want to get that Lego idea set with the insects.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because there's some really good techniques I think in that as well, just to get the shape. But I think the praying mantis is a bit of a standout. I think in that one.
One of my
for me anyway.
One of my favorite Transformers Decepticons were the Insecticons. Does anyone remember those? Man, they were brilliant. I absolutely loved them when I was a kid. I really did. Gaz, so remind us who this is and where they come from and what Lego Masters season were they part of and what country?
So her actual name's she actually Kristin von Lego Masters is her name. But the actual Instagram is teen.leaps. I think that's right. On Instagram. But yeah, please do check her out. She has got some really, really incredible builds on there. Just as I said, we've got the face here, the creature there, and lovely. This is really, really lovely as well, actually. Just like the face, and then like the nature of it as well. Really,
it's quite Bjork. I'm getting hints of Bjork with that. But anyway, guys, awesome find. Do check her out, folks. You'll find her over on Instagram. And if you didn't quite catch it, just replay this, rewind it, and catch it on there. I will probably add some chapters to this week's podcast because of all the little segments that we got. So that was this week's Mock the Week. So while Gaz gets rid of that and Madlib tees up his next segment, which of course is the Soapboxastic. Of course, earlier on we had Shai time is my time in the house. He had to go. He's got to get his kids. And then of course we had TJ, and he had to go because his sister was at the airport. But Jay now has to go because his kids are woken up now, and it's probably around sort of 9 a.m. in Australia now. So. Jay, tell us what's coming up from you. Anything happening on the blog, or are we going to find you somewhere where we don't normally find you because you do like to travel? You got anything coming up?
Lots of cool stuff happening on the blog. As always, just the rate of like Lego churning out new announcements and stuff is it's just nonstop. So there's never a dull moment in the Lego world. I've got a trip to Japan coming up in 2 weeks, two-ish weeks.
No. I'm so glad I know someone who's going. You're the second person I know who's going. Gaz, Matt is going as well from Automatics.
Okay. Oh yeah, he does it for Fanta tracks, doesn't he?
He loves it.
I'm not going to the Japanese Grand Prix, although it was very tempting to go there. But once I learned that the fan zone was almost the same experience in most of the races, I was like, okay, fine, I don't have to go to Suzuka. But see some Lego content there. I'm gonna check out like the Discovery Centers there. Gonna check out lots of Pokemon stuff, obviously. And the trip kind of ends with Star Wars Celebration, so definitely gonna be some Lego stuff.
What an amazing trip! Living the dream, Jay. You're living the dream.
May is usually a big release day, a release month for Lego Star Wars fans. Greg, you know what's up. We'll get a UCS set, new play sets, new stuff announced.
It never ends.
Exclusives at Star Wars Celebration Japan. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Lego are going to be there as well. Lego usually have something on Star Wars
Designers will be there. They'll be signing stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I'm gonna get to meet. Who am I gonna get to meet? I'm gonna get to meet Hayden Christensen.
Oh wow!
Oh
yeah.
How are you gonna meet Anakin? How's that coming about? Did you go for a signing?
Yeah, no, I paid for like a photo opportunity, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna have
this
to think about something for him to like sign, and I'm like, do I bring like an Anakin minifigure for him to sign? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, do an Anakin one or something like, I don't know, some Lego a Duplo brick or something with a on there. I don't know. And Sandy had a thing about sand. He didn't like sand, did he? But yeah.
Take him a trust.
That's it, yeah.
Dude,
Mos Eisley Cantina, he's like, no, get away.
Yeah. Jay, so good to see you on here today. Honestly, I can't wait to watch and catch up on your Instagram stories and stuff.
And May the 4th, back to Australia, May the 4th, we've got the Lego Star Wars exhibition opening up in Melbourne in Australia. So you can bet that I'll be there for that. So it's going to be a lot coming up. It's
I think Ryan's built some statues for that, hasn't he? The Brickman he's done some stuff for that. Brilliant. Well, again, we'll be following that. How long is that exhibition going to be there for? Do you know?
I'm going to be there for just about 9-10 months, I think.
Oh, I tell you, I just milled it. I'm thinking of coming to Melbourne at the beginning of 2027. So no, I'll just about miss that. But anyway, look. Anyway,
it'll eventually travel around the world. So
it's got to come to London next, isn't it? I mean, eventually ends up in London, or kicks off there. But good stuff. Well, I look forward to that. Jay, great to see you. Thank you so much for all the Pokemon and the F1 chit chat. I love it. Great to see you and your family. Look after yourself, take care, and have a wonderful time in Japan, my friend. Great to see you. Look after yourself. See you later. Bye.
Bye, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
So nice to see you. I can't believe it. Living the dream. Absolutely living the dream. I'm well FOMO. I really am. People saying bye, Jay. KO saying bye. Gregor Craig, bye, Jay. Take care. Love your content, Jay. As always, have an amazing time in Japan. Yeah, I got to be honest. Honestly, folks, he is definitely one of, if not the best bloggers that we've got out there as well. Very blessed that he even gets up the early hours in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, to tune in and not only watch us, but obviously be on it as well. So I think without further ado, time for the next segment. I think it's time for this week's Soapboxastic Grid. Right, okay. Here we go. Oh, it's getting nice. Just the four of us now, and kind of everybody else who's out there as well. So Madlib, dish us up a serving of this week's Bricktastic news as far as Soapboxastic the Grid is concerned, my friend. It's over to you.
Yeah. So we're now on week 2 of Soapboxastic. Heats, I believe, 7 through to 14, maybe, or 14's today. So you've still got just under an hour and a half left to vote on today's heat. But we'll go straight into the results. So round 1, heat 7. We did get a little preview of this last week, but we've got the little brown boat here, whose driver is Rotter from Star Wars by MixerBricks, which is a brilliant little build. We saw this guy last week. This was really funny. The separation machine with Separati by Brick.0. So he's a really fun guy. We had the Mank Hacker, careful how you say that, by Lego legend McL. That was built by Bailey. And of course, we have Soap Hashima, Racer Waffle Soup is the driver, and that is by Lego Team B, Chris. And the winner of Heat 7 is... There you go. Soapashima, Racer Waffles.
Yay!
Lego Team B, yeah. So this is Chris as well. You kind of see why there was lights in this. It was a really awesome little build to see in person. It was Rotter did come fairly close actually. So kudos to Little Brown Boat Rotter as well. Star Wars fans voting for him. And then we'll move on to round 8. So in round 8, this was a pretty good round as well. Really like this. We've got Kermit over here with his Logtastic Racer being done by Kermit T-Frog by Lego Lee 40. who was the one who did the big Ninjago display, which was awesome. That was a Bricktastic. And then we got the Midnight Drift. Again, this driver wants to remain anonymous by Tom's 8 Wides. So this is the second kart by Tom's 8 Wides on this one. Moving down, Soapbox Cart. Like Captain Woody. Interesting name as well. Lego Mad Andy. So, yeah.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
No.
Oh, there we go again.
Steampunk Time Machine, which was a really awesome build by featuring the Steampunk guy, which is obviously the CMF that we've had recently.
I would bet my house that Gaz voted for that one any day.
By Darren Lee C. Yeah, so this was pretty good. Kermit did get quite a decent number of votes. The Pirate got a few as well, but the winner of this one was the Steampunk Time Machine. So yeah, so winner of Heat 8, Darren Lee C. And I what I will say is that what probably helped this post was the really great pick. This was an awesome picture, like it really well presented.
But it's not at the top of the hill. That was the problem.
No,
because I couldn't reach for the top of the hill one.
Yeah. So,
do you know what I reckon? If we Madlib, just think, if we do this in the future or something like that, we should maybe do like a little separate area for taking the photographs in.
Yeah, I thought about that. We could build a little stand area where you could put your car. It could be on a little tilt if you want, and you could have a little. It'll have like a nice, lovely design and printed background.
like a pole position or something like that.
Yeah. Like
we get polar bricks on that one. Polar bricks. We need a pole position for next year.
Should it be polar position then, rather than
Ooh, polar position. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Doesn't really go with the goat theme, mind, but there we go.
The goat theme. Cool. Round 1. Sorry, Heat 9. So we have another pirate ship. There's a few pirate ships in this round. Redbeard's Other Runner. Didn't put the driver in. Obviously, I suppose it's Redbeard. And this is _salamander._ on Instagram. I think this might be his first one, but his second one does come up pretty soon, I think. We got NB Lugger, the Northern Brickworks Lugger. Build, as you can see, it's the logo for the Northern Brickworks lug, which is really cool. And no driver name on this, but this was by Lego Nate 88. And then going down here, unfortunately, this wasn't a great picture, so we can't really get the full detail of this mark. This was the Flying Bee, the Beekeeper, which is a nice pig, I think. This was done by Gordon Foote. A couple of these we did have to really kind of zoom in to bring the cart close. That's why they're a little bit pixelated and blurry. And then finally for this round, for this heat, we've got Soap Cat, and the driver is Mr. E-Cat, who you can just see there poking out. Looks like, I think that's the cat from Cinderella.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Christopher.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
And this was built by Daniel, who didn't give us an Instagram, so that's the builder's actual name. So yeah, and any guesses on the winner of this one? Maybe
pirate ship.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. I quite like the Soap Cat.
Guys, any guesses from you?
The top right, the NB logo, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to choose the last one?
I'll go with the B then.
That's it. Yeah, he'll have one each. Okay, and the winner is Carrie.
Yay.
Pirate ship.
Well done, Carrie.
Yeah, so that went through. It's really cool. It's quite a simple pirate ship if you look at the pieces. It's not like the one I built was massive. I mean, mine's still in pieces, but yeah. But compared to this, yeah, this is like really, really svelte compared to mine. So, right, round 10. Now, this one's hard. There's a few people we know in this one.
This was a really mean round because there were so many good ones.
But remember, these were all selected completely randomly. Like there was a random selection. So
number one looks rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah, the Australian dream. Yeah, I love it.
If the spiders don't get you, the sharks will.
Yeah.
Obviously by our one and only Ian Brickbud. Yeah, who's in the
very
mouth,
cool.
Ian? Who's it?
Yeah, who was it meant to be?
Is that you?
I can't remember what we called him.
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
This is a tough round. This is a tough round. This one.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is obviously RC Racer from Toy Story, being driven by Woody. Maybe an unintentional passenger in Buzz by the lovely Bricktoria. So yeah, really nice to get to actually meet and talk to her at Bricktastic as well. So that was fun. And then down below we got McDucky Quacktastic. I know. Yeah, how many times do you get tastic in a competition? I'm telling you. So Captain Beak is the driver of this one. I love the fact they put a little rubber ducky on top of the rubber ducky.
I'm assuming that's the captain, though, right? The one on the top.
Yeah. By Brick on it, which is great. And then this one I like. Obviously, this will call out to Lord of the Rings fans. And Rohan will answer. This is Theoden.
Oh, this is a tough round, man. This is the toughest round, I think.
By Hans Scotty. So this is
Craig's brother. That's Craig's brother.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, that's right. So this was a good round. This was pretty close.
Bricktoria as well. I mean, you got Ian in there. You got Bricktoria, who's got a set at the Lego house at the moment.
Yep.
Hans Scotty as well. And the Quacktastic. This is a tough one to call, man. This is a tough one.
Well, the winner of this one was Rohan will Yeah.
Wow. Well done.
It was really good.
That is a really, really tough round.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the voting on that one was a lot closer than a couple of the others. But this was the winner. Han got through for Heat 10.
Unlucky Ian. Good shout though.
Yeah. This is also a pretty good round. I like this one. You might recognize the person who designed this one. The Indy Flyer, being driven by Indiana Jones, by TV Rules My Life, aka Simon Scott, who designed the Nightmare Before Christmas set.
Yeah.
So this is his first kart in the competition.
This is a good one.
Yeah. Well, I saw this. I thought that was really cool. It's really well designed. He might have a leg up on a couple of other people. But yeah. Number 2 is Girl Cat Bunny Mobile. I mean, say what it is, says what it is on the tin, you know what I mean? By being driven by Meow McL, and the person who designed this is Hattie. Probably linked to the other person who had McL, the Mank hacker, I believe. This one, Team Rocket Takeover, is Jessie, which is, if you see, it's the Meowth air balloon that she's riding it in, which I think is really cool. On about Pokemon, this kind of links into that. So yeah, Jessie is the driver by BrickLink. BrickLink's other one, which was the Magikarp, that did go through. So,
okay.
Yeah. And then the Mixer Bricks Mobile, called that because he's basically taken his logo, if you can slightly see there.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Jurassic, like the Tyrannosaurus skull head. And he's kind of made a cart out of his logo. And then put 3 tiles with his logo all over the cart. So product placement.
Yeah, good touch.
Yeah. Stormy Simpson is the driver. I think if I remember him saying, he says he just wanted an interesting driver, so he thought, well, a stormtrooper dressed Homer Simpson is different. By Mixer Bricks, and this is his second kart in this round. But yeah, and the winner of Heat 11 is boom, The Indie Flyer, Indiana Jones, obviously.
That is a worthy winner, to be fair.
Yeah. It was good. That was a really good set. Yeah, attention detail, and then they got the little idol there and the spider. Yeah, it's a really good little mock. It's awesome. Heat 12. So in Heat 12 we have in first place we got the Alien Avenger being driven by MATTEL.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Drawn for fun. I like the trident pieces on the front. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I like the back.
Yeah, and the canopy is like really different. Like that hexagonal piece, octagonal piece, is really nice. We have Destiny's Soapbox being driven by Kai Smith. Ninja, I don't know if Kai Smith is the name of Kai's full character name. I don't know from Ninjago.
It could be, but
yeah,
he got a first name Kai. You'd want something a bit flashy afterwards, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So. This has been built by Douglas. And then down here we have Studs Down. So if you look at this, this is actually the Lego set, but built upside down. So it's the one in the hospital bed, but it's all built upside down.
Oh, that's quite cool.
So, yeah.
That's definitely studs not on top.
Yeah, exactly. Being driven by Bruce. By Bright Brick Ideas. Now, I believe this gent came to the show, saw that the hill was there, and then went and bought a set to literally build this.
But it's all built upside down.
Yeah,
it's amazing how they just took some pieces and built that out of that.
Yeah. So yeah, he just bought one of the little £9 sets and just built it out of.
That's the thing. It does. When you're there, you're influencing what people are doing at that time. And when it's like something that's less than £10, most of the time you're going to be like, do you know what? I'll just buy that. Especially when you've got a few 2 miles long. There's about £200,000 worth of Lego being purchased. Like,
yeah. All right, well,
this is a good one.
I'd say you'd be easier walking out to the Trafford Centre and back by the time you get back.
It totally would have been. It would have been. It totally would have been.
But yeah, this is Stay Puffed Soapbox, obviously being driven by the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man by James Gage. And if you haven't seen all of James Gage's mocks at the minute, are Ghostbusters. So yeah,
he's a good lad, James. He's a good lad.
Yeah. I know he likes to post about Lego and his car. That's what I see on his Instagram. So yeah,
so he's got like a Ford ST, hasn't he, or something like that? He loves his cars, loves his cosplay as well. He's good. He's a good lad, like I say, James.
Yeah. I think, not to be cruel, but there is kind of an obvious winner in this one. This did win by a landslide, to be fair, but there we go. Yeah,
I voted this one. I did vote this one, I have to say.
Did win by.
I mean, can you not vote for the Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, I mean, just the fig alone. Just put the fig on the thing with some wheels. I'd have voted for that, to be honest.
All of a sudden, am I the only one who wants? I really fancy a marshmallow now for some reason.
Anybody for s'mores? Yeah.
Go get him, right?
Here we go. So this is yesterday's round 13. Yep. This is also a toughie. We got a few of the people we know pretty well in this one.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So we have the Blue Bullet. Get no driver name on this one again by _salamander_ on Instagram. So that was his second cart entered. We have the Sleeping Lady, who's being driven by Late McBrick. I'm assuming she's late because not that she's passed away, but that she's just forgot to get up.
Is there actually got a bot in the chat?
Yeah. By the lovely Nicole, of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that's a bed, not a coffin. So yeah.
Yeah. When anyone dies in Germany, they put the German flag over their coffin, no matter who you are.
And then we actually have the R2D2 Racer. It says being driven by Trev, but this was actually done by Tom. So Tom developed this one, Trev's kid. Yeah. Obviously, Trevor's put his handle as the Instagram handle for this one.
So you're saying he's stealing credit.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, and then again we got Ian's second entry, which is the crocodile, which we obviously saw a preview on.
Oh, he must have got one of his entries through, surely.
Ian Brickbod.
This was a tough competition.
Because I tell you what, Carrie will be wanting to beat him. That's for sure.
Well, I'm glad we weren't in the same together, because that would have been awful.
Yeah. So, yeah, who do you think won? Anyone?
I'm going to go Lady McBrick.
I'm going to go. No, I'm going to go Ian. Actually, I'm going to say Ian.
Listen, I'm going to say R2D2 because he's Star Wars.
Okay.
And what about you, Martin? Who would you maybe have?
Well, I know who won. It's kind of like, I already know. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I'll reveal the winner. The winner is To Put You Out of Misery.
This is tough. Yay! Oh wait, that's been Ian's out. He didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian.
I came a close second in both of mine.
Yeah. There's still another Brickbod in the running though. So
there should be two more, because I don't think I've been two of them.
Yeah. You've still got some cards in.
Will Carrie? See that again? We've got some tension building now. Will Carrie get further than Ian?
Yeah. This is the one for today. So I thought I'd just highlight this whilst you've still got roughly another hour to vote. So we got Bunchu's Buggy with Izzy and the Cactus by Lego or LE60 Hev. This is Lego Hev. She was in the first heat as well, so this is her second one. Minions Banana. I really want the bods bit to pop up now. This is by Danny LMUK. We have Fluffy Power, which is Fluffy, the three-headed dog from Harry Potter, obviously being driven by Harry from Thanks for the Brick. And then some Fabulantastic Flitzer being driven by Max Mouse. And this is by Purple Gang Lego. So that is currently what is on the story.
Is that a reference to Twitch, the Purple Gang?
I don't know, actually.
No, it's Sabrina and her family. They have like a Purple Gang.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't know that.
So we are. So but a Fabuland entry. I did actually ask if Stuart was going to enter his cart, because he did create one. Yes. But he didn't get it in on time. But I don't think he went over to the hill and did the whole thing. But,
maybe next year.
That's it. Yeah, keep it for next year.
I'll message him. Say, don't get rid of it. Use it.
So that was it for today. And obviously a big thank you to all the sponsors and the crew of Soapboxastic for this brilliant voting. And as I say, we reached 1,000 votes by round 12. At the end of round 12, we had over 1,000 votes in total on all the heats. So so that's it so far. It's a pretty good milestone.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. So that was thank you, Mike, for presenting that. Brilliant stuff. It's the excitement is building, and that was this week's Soapboxastic. Great. Right, so in a moment, that was funky. That was really good fun as well, Madlib. I'm really enjoying that segment. How do you, boys and girls? You don't have to put it in the chat and that, but let me know what you're thinking about Soapboxastic. Are you liking it? Kind of carrying on the kind of keeping the spark alight here at London Corner. Let me know your thoughts. I'm genuinely interested to know that, folks. I'm enjoying it, which generally means most people will. Anyway, let's find out what Carrie's going up to. See if she's squeezed anything more in her drawers. Carrie, how's the dilemma with the drawers going?
The drawers are all sorted. I actually have something more exciting than the drawers. Did you know that if you take a plate and a brick separator, you can click them together? I didn't know that was a thing. Look, and then they stick together.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't know that.
It's clutch powered.
I didn't know that bit was. Mind blown.
No, I'm just looking on. Amazon for if they've got a book called "The Dummy's Guide to Lego."
I've never tried putting that again. I don't know. Just I'll put my
God,
mind away.
everybody, don't buy Carrie Christmas presents or birthday presents. Just buy her brick separators. She loves them.
Don't buy me brick separators. They're coming out of my ears.
Look at the wonder in her eyes.
So many.
We do have a lot.
I don't actually throw mine. I don't throw mine though. Do you guys throw yours?
No. They're in a big tub over there. I give them out on the playground at school.
Yeah. We've got a drawer full.
Yeah. Well, that's not all of them.
And then we've got a bag upstairs.
We've got a bag of them.
Yeah.
We have a lot.
Yeah.
Too many.
That's pretty cool. It's a bit like I'm getting to a dilemma now. I have got a lot of instruction manuals, and I'm sort of thinking to myself,
Chuck them.
should I chuck them? Yeah.
Chuck them.
What do you do, Madlib? Do you chuck yours?
I
Recycle.
Yeah, I keep mine because even though I chuck the boxes now, which was a step for me this year, like
I'm getting close to that as well.
One thing at a time. Next year you can do manuals.
Yeah, chucking the boxes. But now if I do dismantle a set, I put the pieces and the instructions into a bag.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout, actually. What about you guys? Do you keep the boxes or do you throw the boxes but insist on keeping the instructions? Let me know what you boys and girls out there do as well. Or if you're watching this back, do me a little favor, leave me a comment. Do you throw the boxes and the instruction manuals, or do you keep both, or do you just get rid of both? Guys, what do you do?
I now chuck the boxes.
Well done, guys. Honestly, it's a thing for folks.
But I keep the manuals though, just because.
Even if they're silly little ones like a BrickHeads or something like that.
Yeah.
He does. Oh, he does. It's a thing. It really is a thing, honestly.
Well, one step at a time. It's fine. You made progress. Good work, everybody.
I think that's a good point. It's always one step at a time. So anyway, what have we had so far? We've had the Box the Week. We've had the Soapboxastic grid. I think it's now time for this. Oh, right. Okay, let's jump in, shall we? And look at this week's pictures. This one's been sent to us from Andrew. I'm trying to think now what it was. Oh, it's a video, actually. Oh, I didn't realise that. That's a good one. It kind of went on for a few seconds. That was a bit of a surprise. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Andrew sent us this one as well. See, Great Western. Well, not really Great Western, but Western, I should say. Is a thing. It's a thing. There's a lot of people. Is it Josh from? We was chatting with him up at Bricktastic. It seems weird saying that beyond the brick and Bricktastic in the same breath. And he was saying that Western and stuff like that there is like his favorite theme. Guys, did you ever get into that? Because that's quite an old theme now. Was that ever a thing for you?
No. I mean, I remember though it coming out, but it was just one of those ones that's like. I was like, no, I can't get another one.
Thing. It's a thing. No, Bonnie, take care. Good to see you today. Let's have a look at this one. This is pretty cool. Oh, that is good, actually.
Yeah.
Let's get on it there, isn't he? Eh?
I like the way they've got the little curves over the top. Why are you using that flexi track?
Yeah, so it's just flex tube and then those like little
with the cross.
Yeah, they're technique pieces, aren't they? There's a little bit of clutch power in that as well. Nice.
Like the neon type signs above the bar, actually, as well. They're quite cool.
Yeah. Oh, they've got speeder bikes outside. Well, nice plates as well. I like what they're built up on. It's nice. He's got the unpenny, that one. Jeez, look at him. I'm gonna walk into him. I like all the different speeders as well. Did like a speeder?
I don't think he's meant to.
Could you look at the guy on the left?
Like outside the building. It looks like left.
Him?
Left. No.
Keep going left.
That's
Keep
right.
going left.
Look, is he weeing up the wall? What it looks like to me.
It does look like it, actually. It looks like he's sort of leaning his head to one side. That thing? That man thing? I'm not sure. Guys.
Actually, looks like it's about to start moving. Like, along.
I half expect this to be one of Ollie's or something like that.
Yeah.
Not enough random shark heads in it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the flower.
Beautiful.
Still in Holmes and
I like that
stuff for rats, actually.
I need to get that set. I'll try to get a signed one this week, guys. We can try to get a signed one. There we go. Nice to see someone goes to the same tailors as me. That's pretty much what YG's
in the background. That's not why we're doing
I was honestly in my jeans. I don't look like I've got a bum in my jeans. Honestly, I've got a little bum in as it is, but geez, it just disappears. It's like a trick.
When we get past 3 hours, if you mention bombs, we're ending the stream. That's
Oh yeah, there we go. Look, time's getting on. That was a subtle hint. Did you hear that? There we go.
I don't think it was subtle, no.
You don't pick up on subtle cues, Greg. We have to go a bit more in your face.
Correct. I like it. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, that must be.
That's big, isn't it?
That must be collaborative because they've got all the different sheets there.
Yeah.
Surely
Look at the blue soldiers there. The blues and the greys.
Oh, they must move. They're on tracks, look.
Oh yeah, good point. They're doing like what Tech and Sam did for theirs.
Mm-hmm.
That's idea.
Andrew's saying out there, he says Brick World, Indianapolis. That was it. Sorry, mate. I should have said to where it was. There we go. Yeah, Brick World. They love it, don't they? These are really nice though. This is quite a nice way of starting a city, isn't it? Because the buildings are quite they're less ornate, shall we say? Oh, look at those classics.
And someone's lunch outside, so
yeah, that's it. Nice. Get a free elastic band with every space plate.
That looks good on those actually. They look like the two yellows.
That was pretty cool what Lego did. I like them. I think a lot of people miss them. Mr. Chalice sent me these pictures through. It was half his lunch as well. He drinks Fanta. Okay.
that apparently was just one person, and Andrew saying.
Really?
Yeah. This is the thing that the Brick World shows that they just set up early, don't they? They have a lot of time to bring lots with them.
I like that.
There's a lot of archers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he looks cool. Look at that. That's got to be a custom, surely. It looks like Rogue, I think he was called. Ronan.
Oh, Ronan, yeah.
It's Ronan, isn't it? Yeah, Ronan.
Eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Sorry.
So she lives in her own world sometimes, isn't it?
I'm happy here. I'm happy here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Master Singer. That's a great use of the video characters.
That's very clever.
100%.
Really smart. Take it off. Take
it. I get this every night, honestly.
Are you sure it's not get off?
Yeah. That's a bit cruel. Where'd that one come from, Martin?
Sorry.
Again, after 3 hours, we're allowed to be mean to
I think we're doing pretty good tonight. We're doing pretty good. We're nearly there.
Yeah, but if you say that, you then talk for 20 more minutes.
I'm girls and boys out there. If you was expecting Lego ideas tonight, operations director says no. So we'll show you that next week. This is interesting. Technic robot from like 1982, I think it was. I mean, blimey, I don't even think they'd even heard the word robot before this. But look, it has got a McPherson strut there. So, it does stuff. Honestly, God, early Technic, man, pioneering of so much stuff. So
you said McPherson strut. I thought you were talking about L. McPherson. Move on.
Oh, the uneducated. I don't know. I wish. So this is Pikachu. This is the Mega Blocks set. I just thought it'd be interesting just to show you boys and girls the how they come. They just come in plastic bags. The parts are weird. Some of the parts are a bit odd.
That jumper plate at the top looks really odd. Like in bag 3. Is that
yeah,
a jumper plate? It looks odd.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah, it was a jumper plate, and they do a lot of like bricks like this that are got the anti studs on both sides.
It's
not part of
done that now as well.
But you say no stickers.
No stickers though. The printing quality is very good. This kind of gives away the fact that I put the eyes on the wrong way round. Honestly,
Cursed Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think it's because I was looking at that, going, "What the heck is this?"
You definitely weren't looking at the instructions, clearly. Oh, so
No.
funny.
Lovely sofa. It's got Scotch garden on it and everything. Yeah, honestly. Oh, got a bit of movie. Oh, there we go. So here we go. If you watch this on Instagram, you'll see it comes up to about there. And I had to edit that part out because you would have seen the eyes. Honestly, it's okay. It's okay. I honestly don't know how Lego is going to do this much better, to be honest. At this scale, it's literally just about a few centimeters taller than a BrickHead's.
The only thing I find, the arms look a bit weird.
Yeah, they're a bit.
Do something better there. But other than that, yeah, if you're working at this scale, it's going to be hard to do it better.
I said I don't necessarily see Lego doing the bit with the mouth where they put multiple pieces and then printed and then taken them apart.
Yeah,
they don't tend to do that.
No.
Chad says, because I built the big Charmador for our friend's son, and I thought it was terrible build because of the quality of the bricks. You can tell the quality just isn't quite there. I like if Lego's a 10 out of 10, this would be a kind of 7 out of 10 for me. Again, I did such a nice job of the eyes in the end. Anyway, but this is weird as well, having plates like this without. I mean, you can tell the mold just isn't quite as good, is it? It's just not a sharp.
Bit curved off, actually.
Yeah. And you get the occasional mega on them, but it was all right. It was like I say, it was 7, maybe bordering 6 as well. There we go. Try and be a bit posy.
How they do the injection point, though, like just because you've not got anything on the stud, then that one stud with the injection point on looks quite weird.
Yeah,
it has to go somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, they always have to, I suppose. That is a mold thing. That is a mold thing. Who we got here? This is Minifig Nick. Did I skip one? Not quite. That is cute though, guys. Come on, you got cute. You'd give it a little cuddle, wouldn't you, guys? You like cat things. From cats to skunks. There you go. This is Minifig Nick. Loves his habitat as well. What's that? A peacock, a parrot, a puffin? What do they call it? It's got a bit, whatever it is. It's got a massive pecker. And then you got that. What's his name?
Chameleon.
Come on, chameleon. You know the one, maybe.
Boy George.
That's it, George. Do you know what? Boy George, this is true, folks. Boy George was in an episode of The A-Team. Does anyone remember that?
Yes. Never watch it back. Never watch it back.
I want to watch it just for the crack, man. It's just going to be like, can you imagine Boy George?
You wish you had some to watch it, to be honest.
You have to check it out. I just can't imagine him. I need to know how he even got that gig. Of course, it was St. Patrick's Day this week, which this really does represent it really well.
This is a cross between a leprechaun and Marge Simpson.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Genius. Excellent. That's clever. Oh, look at this. Cheese. I keep carrying in. They've got some cheese issues, I tell you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Boy George.
It's all fine. We love our cheese.
Yeah, I don't think he believes Boy George was in the A-Team. Check it out. Chad, you Google it. It's got someone must have it out there somewhere. I like that. Yeah, Andre. Who's this? This is Nicole. Nicole's showing off. What is she showing off here? She's
redone a table, so she's making it
Where's
now.
the trains?
Animal Crossing Island. Yeah, she's removed the trains and everything.
Oh my god, Nicole! What's all this here? All these.
I think she's working on taking this. She wants to take this to a show, doesn't she? So.
Oh, that's cool.
Laid out, ready to go.
Well, she's modularized them. I need to get. I haven't been able to grab. Jump on any of her streams for the last week or so I've missed all the updates. That's look good though, doesn't it? Really good. My god, look at that Lego that she's put into this area here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, that is not.
That fox is cool as well.
What's got going on down there? What's the old power socket there? There we go. Very, very European looking one there. Anything going up here? What cable there? What's going on here? It's all electricians done that. There's a nice little, what's that? Little Billy cases. Looking good. Looking good. Nice. Got a nice little city going on there. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it is. Nice use of space. What's this, Gaz? Lego Ideas tribute to Galileo. It's like a. It's like
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the head banging bit.
Oh, nice sticker there, Gaz. Look at that content. So this week's Carrie, have you seen this week's sticker application?
I think I have. Weren't you talking about nailing it?
That's it.
So amazingly, yeah.
That's it. Thank you. That was a good one. It doesn't happen very often, but that was a good one. I said over last time I looked, 65,000 views. I said unbelievable. It's like 3 seconds, something like that. That's wildly wild. Let's have a look at Gaz's sticker application. See how well he's done this. He's done it all right, actually.
Pretty good to me.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Let's have a look at that side. Yeah, that's all right.
I'd go as well as say that's good.
I say it's pretty spot on. I think it's very good. It's done that. Done that one. Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's meant to be wonky.
Is that sticker on straight? I don't think that sticker's on straight. It's leaning to one side.
You just got to tilt your head.
You got to tilt your head to one side.
Yeah.
What on earth is this he's holding there, Gaz? What's that? Is that a Sonic the Screwdriver?
It is. It's it's this one.
Oh, Gaz, has he got batteries in it, Gaz?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Woo!
Buzzy.
I've got a pot of Sonic screwdrivers.
I say it's exactly to scale, so you know how big Gaz is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding up to the screen. It's kind of the right size.
Gaz's minifigure looks like it's tuning in radio too.
That or something else.
I know what Carrie's thinking of motorbike.
Honestly, Carrie's dirty cash. She is sometimes. Gaz, what I will say is Gaz has got an eye for detail. He really has. Love him to bits for it as well. This you might be thinking, why is there a cannon in this scene? It's not a cannon. It's a telescope, and it's looking out the stars. Look at those lovely stars in the background there. Looks awesome.
That's what's like out here every day. It's lovely where I am.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, folks, thank you everybody for sending in your pictures. I really love the picture segment. I really do. I love the Soapboxastic segment. I love the Mock the Week segment. And soon enough, we'll make it more official. We'll get an intro for Ian and Carrie's segment as well for the scores on the floors. I've got some ideas for that one. So anyway, folks, that was this week's Lego Pictures with a hint of Mega as well. Alrighty then. So Madlib, was you building anything tonight? Was there anything that you kind of was building that you kind of maybe got a bit more progress on, or was it?
Yeah, so I finished. Obviously, like I showed you earlier, finished the mech with the anti-venom fig, which is awesome, which is cool. And then I built the Leviathan set. So this is the brick built Leviathan.
Oh yeah, that does look good. Let's make it a little bit bigger, so we can.
And I mean, I've got the Avengers Tower sitting right here, so this is to kind of go with that when I eventually get that built, so I can have more than one. And then with that, you also get the big fig Hulk. You get
he's big, yeah.
Chitauri, Alien, and then you've got your Captain America, Black Widow.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Loki with his really cool helmet. I love that helmet.
Yeah, that is a good one. I think that one came on the front of one of the magazines at one time. And yeah, he's cool. It just looks spectacular, doesn't it? I mean, it'd probably be a nightmare. Give me a headache just wearing something like that for 5 minutes. It would.
Yeah. Duck as you go through doors.
Yeah, you have to get down on all fours. We're crazy. I don't know why I suddenly had a flashback then of us going into that room that time when you and Carrie were doing the London Calling from Bricktastic, which was really good. I thought Gaz was going into some SAS mode or something like that, but he didn't.
I'm always in SAS mode.
I'm always in SAS mode.
Under the radar, you know.
That's it. I love it. He's like our own little action man. He really is. You just pull his cord and he goes into action. Ian and Carrie, you guys, you've been doing your boxes and stuff like that. Ian looks like he's fiddling with something else. But what was that, Ian? You
can't show. You can't show that. That's top secret.
Is it? Was it a mock or something?
So
no, it's this.
Oh, what? Hello.
It's not.
Yeah.
It looks like it's the wrong way around. Should we go facing up the other way, shouldn't it?
It's
no, so
going to be a
I'm just
tentacle.
Playing a bit, trying to get it. So working on this bit here.
Is this for next year's mock or something?
No, the
this
current
is going
one.
to be added to the coral reef. So have a set of tentacles which can come out and kind of wrap around stuff is the plan.
Oh. Is Carrie going to be able to see it though? Because I've noticed her complaining a lot at the moment about even the lovely Kaz Mockett, who did a beautiful
did a great job.
habitat of her. She's going, it's nothing like us because I can actually see over the top of the box. I was like, I'm grateful, but there we go.
Yeah, she thought it was funny. I've been working on something though. I've rebuilt something in the style of Greg.
In the style of me. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I can't even tell if that's wrong or right. Anyway.
So I took the eyes off and turned them around just for you, Greg.
Yeah. Oh, weird, isn't it?
It does look weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's got,
and
looks like he's got sad faces.
And you go, that's weird, but apparently not.
I didn't. Yeah, it's me. I should really build with glasses on, shouldn't I? Lord knows I'm going to build this Ferrari on Sunday. 4 p.m. UK, 12
a lot of stickers as well.
Yeah, Gaz is doing them. Yeah,
please start them now.
Gaz, I've got about 7 weeks of content in this set. I have Anyway, Sunday, folks, 12 o'clock if you're in Eastern, or of course 4 p.m. here in the UK. We'll be like a little warm-up act for the BrickBods. We might as well go around actually. BrickBods, are you going to be streaming on Sunday at 8:30 UK time, which is of course 4:30 p.m. EDT?
Yes, we will. As usual, I think we might crack out a BrickLink designer program set actually.
Oh, crack open this! That's like cracking open the champagne, the good stuff, the china.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Which one? Which one do you fancy?
I'm not sure how many we've got left.
We have got at least 2, maybe 3. Well, I think we've got 3. I can't remember what they are. Oh yeah, I can remember.
Can you?
Yeah. So we've got the Art of Chocolate, the Harbour Master's office, and the beautiful castle thing.
Yeah.
The foresty castle.
So I'll build the foresty castle.
No. We're building one. Build them together. So I guess I might put up a post and see if vote. Let's vote. There you go. That's what we'll be doing.
Very good. Dan on something about, is it? I don't know. It's something to do with bikes or something. All right, tune in on Sunday for that, and of course, don't forget you can catch the BrickBods as well over on your podcast platform for this week's podcast. Guys, you're going to be streaming with me on Sunday. I'm going to be building the F1 car. Are you going to be? Do you know what you're going to be building yet on that particular stream?
So I did think of something, but I've forgotten now. It was going to be really good. I have to have a look through everything and try and remember what it was.
And I'm just trying to. I mean, you build what you like, but that aside, guys, that aside. Are you going to be doing your stream on Wednesday? Are we going to get a bit of?
No, I think I'm going to have a week off this week.
Oh, you're going to take a week off? You're going to take a week off? Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm just thinking, yeah, you have to actually because you're not going to be around. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's fair enough. You could do it on Wednesday, guys. You could do it on Wednesday when we get back. Maybe till Thursday morning.
That would be contradictory to me having a week off, though. So
I guess so. We're going to be. Let's face it. We're going to be good for nothing on Thursday. We really are. All will be revealed.
Stamina. You need stamina. Come on, sort it out.
No, I got. I'm right. All I say is, Gaz has got a longer journey than me. Yeah, Gaz, you got to get up about 2 o'clock in the morning, haven't you?
But I do anyway. So
yeah,
that's standard. What are you talking about?
There we go.
2 in the morning.
All right. See you in Mackie D's. Madlib, what about you? Are we going to have some crazy Madlib Monday action coming up?
Yep, I've got to finish the A-frame cabin because I have not done that yet. Yeah.
Oh, you started about 6 weeks ago. It was like
2 weeks ago.
December 2024. You started that set.
Well, on Monday we had a really good chat over the BrickLink designer stuff. So yeah, we had a good old section where we chatted about all.
We had a good old chat.
Yeah. So it was fun. Yeah, I will get it. We'll get it done. I don't care how long it takes. I'll just get it done. So yeah. So on Monday, 6 p.m. UK, I'll do Madlib Monday. We'll finish the A-frame cabin.
Yeah, that's 2 p.m. for all you East Coast Americans out there.
I haven't missed minifig madness, have I?
No, not done that yet.
Okay, that's good.
To organise that. I might have to wait until after I finish Soapboxastic because we still got 1 full week of voting to go through.
Have we? We've still got 1 full week. It's going on for weeks, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll finish. Last one's on Thursday. So, yes, it'll line up just right for the results for Friday. Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, I'm just ending the poll, folks. Asking you guys your thoughts on Pokemon. Or Pokemon or Pokemon. I don't know.
Well, get permission before you poke anybody. It's very rude.
It's true, actually, folks. Yeah, before you attempt to poke anybody, you should ask for consent first. Gaz speaks from experience. He really does. So anyway, I pressed on end for the survey, and it's just disappeared. It's just disappeared. Is he going to come back? He's come back. Thank goodness for that. Amazing what a refresh does on a page. So anyway, I basically asked you the questions. Are you fans of Pokemon? No, 49%. Yes, 37%. Pokewhat, 12%. We had 93 votes. So thank you, everybody, for that. Intriguing. Yeah, I definitely got the sense that the Australians and the Americans are more excited about Pokemon than the peeps from the UK. I'm still pretty excited about it, though. I don't know about you lovely lot out there. But anyway, I just want to thank Ian for being on tonight, along with Carrie. Thanks for coming back, Carrie. I thought there might be a risk of never coming back at all to London Calling.
No, it's fine. I'll be back. Take the time, but it's fine.
All right, okay. She doesn't want me to string this out any longer than she has to.
Do not string it out for 4 hours.
I'm liking the fact that you're full of energy tonight. You are actually full of beans.
I'm a bit more awake, but my eyes are still like completely dry and they feel like my face.
Oh, okay, why is that? We didn't know this. Why is this? Are you not well? Or?
No, I think that's just what happens.
I mean, you're never not well. I don't know.
As soon as I'm past 10, I can't see anymore. So
really,
it's all pretty blurry.
Okay, all right. Well, it's probably not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, lovely having Ian on tonight. We've got the Gaz on tonight, folks. Madlib as well. Only the best, the premium YouTubers and Twitchers for you, lovely lot. Of course, we had Shai earlier as well as TJ, LiftNBricks, and of course Jay from Jay's Brick Blog. They were in earlier on. Do check them out, folks. Everybody who's on tonight, their details are down in the description below. If you just tuned in, if you think, what the hell's going on here, do me a little favor, give the stream a thumbs up. If you're watching this back in a week's time, hashtag replay gang, do me a favor, leave me a comment, or at the very least give the stream a thumbs up. It means a lot to us. It really does. But anyway, I want to say thank you tonight, of course, to KO for what was a really, really good PMQ. You smashed it out of the park, KO. Thank you so much for that. And of course, we had Bonnie Bricks out there, Polar Bricks, Saletscape, Chad, Lady McBrick, Greg or Cred. We also had Brandon Smith, BFab, Cy O'Connor, and Paul F. And thank you very much as well to Monarch, Lester, and Danielle Molds for the super chats. So don't forget, folks, if you take one thing away from this stream, just remember this, that Lego, it really is a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you out there are too. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going on an adventure this week, but you might learn a little bit more about that on Sunday. Love you loads. See you on the stream for the F1 City F1 pit stop. What on earth are they? Keep waggling, keep waggling your fingers. Come on, lucky cat, waggle your something. Anyway, does it waggle something? There we go. Oh, it's like waggling a little thing.
His tail doesn't wag. Sorry.
No.
All right. Anyway, on that absolute bombshell, folks, good night. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Sunday when I build this crazy thing. And I promise you, I won't be wearing a wig, or will I? Good night.